Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is September 1st, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $sign ORION or the YouTube Super Chat right here. The countdown to 20,000 subscribers. 83 to go is the magic number. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll end up getting some of those taken care of tonight. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the New York Mets. And the number one thing about Seattle fans today is Julio Rodriguez is back, baby. Oh, baby, let's go. Apple Plus TV, let's get it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's go, baby. And let's take a look at the thumb and go over the starting lineups. We'll take the logo down. Obviously, on the left, we got Logan Gilbert, and on the right, Pete Alonso. Now, if I knew Julio was going to be playing when I made the thumbnail early this morning, maybe, I would have put him on there, but they actually just released the lineup late. Normally, they'll do it about, I don't know, maybe about 3 hours before, but they did it about 2 hours before. I was thinking maybe Tom Murphy would be in the lineup as well. He's very close to coming back. Let's get into the starting lineup. Megan in the building. Your boy Simple in the building. Jerry in the building. Now Julio's in the building, baby. Julio's in the building. Let's go. And let's start it off with the starting lineup of the Seattle Mariners. All right, leading off at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Let's go. Batting second, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. We know we can win without you, but when you're there, we're fucking electric, and we're going to beat the shit out of this Mets team today. Let's go, Julio. Let's go, Mariners. Batting third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. Batting fifth, the hottest Mariner, not named Julio Rodriguez, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting sixth, left fielder Dominic Canzone. Batting seventh, first baseman Ty France. Still has the wrist contusion, and that's why we dropped him down a little bit in the lineup, but I think it'll work out for us. Ty batting seventh tonight. Batting eighth, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. He's due for a homer, baby. And batting ninth, the only second baseman that should be playing for the Mariners moving forward, Josh Rojas. We don't got Colton Wong anymore, and Jose Caballero, you're not as good as Rojas in my opinion, so I'm glad that Rojas is in the building. And on the mound for the Mariners, he was 4-5 with an ERA of almost 5. Now, all of a sudden, fast forward to 1 month and a half later, oh boy, is 12-5. He has won 8 starts in a row. 12-5. Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.66. That's a hell of a lot better than being 4-5. You're motherfucking 12-5. Let's go, Mariners. Let's go. Oh, baby. And let's get into the New York lineup. We want to make sure we're giving them the proper love. I got their spinning logo as well. Okay, baby. And if you remember this matchup from last year, big things happened when we came to New York last year when we played the Mets. Leading off for the Mets, center fielder Brandon Nimmo. Batting second, playing shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Batting third, playing left field, Jeff McNeil. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, first baseman, Pete Alonso. Batting fifth, the former Mariner, DHing for New York tonight, Daniel Vogelbach. Batting sixth, right fielder, DJ Stewart. Batting 7, catching for New York tonight, Francisco Alvarez. Batting 8th, third baseman, Brett Beatty. And making his debut, second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. And on the mound for New York, Kodai Senga. 10-7 record with a 3.17 ERA. So this isn't going to be easy. Both pitchers are pretty good, but I think we have the advantage. Let's go, Mariners. Let's go, baby. I am ready. And this is on Apple TV. So again, if you end up needing a link for the matchup, you can let me know. Also, the Mariners have a link on their Twitter that you can actually get 2 months for free if you sign up today. So nothing gets charged to your debit or credit card. If you want that, we're just giving you a little plug there. You can go to the Mariners Twitter, hit the link. You'll get 2 months for free, and it's only $6.99 after. Or if you go through Apple TV directly, I think they give you a week for free. So you make the choice. You want a week for free and then get charged $7, or do you want 2 months for free from the Mariners? I would go for the 2 months for free, unless you already have Apple TV or if you're using a link. So let's fucking go, baby. I am ready to go. Let's get it. Megan is in the building. Aussie 12. What it do? He said, who should I bet on? Mariners, of course. Julio's playing, brother. Logan Gilbert, Julio, let's go. Let's go. And Julio is not scratched. And that's why I got super excited. I messaged all the Mariner buddies, here in Oregon and Washington. I'll be like, there's a chance that we might see Tom Murphy, very, very soon. Obviously, he's taken off the injured list. And even though Julio was still listed day to day this morning, I had a weird feeling that he would be playing either today or tomorrow. And here he is. So I'm very, very excited. Sarah, a little under the weather, but hopefully you can, hang it out and, hang out with us for as long as you can before you're not feeling well. And then if you need to take some meds and go to sleep, I totally understand. Tomorrow we got the Ducks on at noon versus Portland State. I'm going to do that stream later on that evening. Obviously, I'm going to be going out for Marcos's birthday. And then early morning on Sunday, as long as I'm not like hungover or whatnot, the Mariners play at 10:30. Or I might end up doing some college football. I know the Beavers are playing around 12:30, but we'll figure it out what I end up doing on Sunday. Let's get to 100 in donos, and we had a fantastic day last night. We hit almost $550 in donos last night with a single donation from Cyberpunk for 5 racks. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but $500 single dono from one of our goats, and much, much appreciated. And we've been gaining a lot of ground, as you can see on the bottom of the ticker. Countdown to 20,000 subs, 83 to go. So hopefully we can end up getting into the algorithm, and we'll end up getting maybe a few. We've been getting 5, 10 here and there, but on one of the streams a few days ago, we got 20 to 35 subs just in one stream. So if we can get 30 to 50 people in the room, there's a good chance that number will get knocked down, and maybe we'll only need, I don't know, 70, 60 by the time the show is over if we get in the algorithm. If we don't, we're going to have a fun time tonight, and eventually within maybe a few days or a few weeks, we will be at that 20,000 number. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about? You're only going to be betting $10 to $40 on this game, right? So if you're just making a minimal bet, yeah, like I said, I mean, there's a chance that we could lose this game against New York, but we play very, very well in Showtime. And even if the Mets and the Yankees aren't very good, or if they're really great, regardless, when you're coming to New York, it's a different type of feel, and they love seeing guys like Julio out in New York. They already got, Aaron Judge on the Yankees and Pete Alonso for the Mets. So, if it was me, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to bet on this game. Let's go. All right, and then we only have a few spots left in the fantasy football league. I saw that one of the individuals said that my email was wrong on the actual. He said he tried sending it twice, Money Miz. But again, it's just my first name, my last name, 24 at Gmail. So if you are interested in being a part of one of the best fantasy football leagues as far as competitiveness, on planet Earth, right? We do a 10-man PPR. So again, I could have done 12 or 14, but I want people to have fun so we can actually build super teams together and see who actually is the best at the end of the day. So we have currently right now with the spots. And again, if you are interested, message me here in the chat, and then I can send you a link. But as of right now, we only need 3 more people. So right now we have, as far as in the league, we have me, we got Chief Will Chief, we got Reflect, we got Sarah, we got Joe, we got Folk King Money, and we got Shep. So we got 2 people in Joe and Folk King, that are kind of new. I'm not sure if they just watch the videos or if they've been in the live streams. And then again, we have 3 spots open. So if you are interested, it doesn't cost you anything to play. And at the end of the day, if you end up winning the league, you're going to end up getting a prize from me, whether it be a jersey or a T-shirt, shorts, and maybe slides combo, maybe a T-shirt and some money, just depending on what you're looking at. If you want like a wrestling shirt, or if you want a shirt of your favorite team, something of that nature, or maybe some kind of jersey, we'll figure it out. So definitely excited about it, and I'm ready to go. JP Crawford, Julio, Suarez, Raleigh, Teoscar, Dominic Canzone, France Ford, and Rojas. This is an A lineup. We got an A pitcher, and we got an A lineup. So that doesn't happen very often. And think about it. Logan Gilbert was 4-5. The motherfucker is 12-5. The guy lost his confidence. He looked like he was going through some depression or some anxiety, but he ended up, pulling his head out of his ass. He got focused. Maybe had a nice team meeting, with the rest of the pitchers to get his confidence back. And he's won 8 straight. So from a guy that, they were saying, oh, maybe Logan Gilbert would be traded to Sarah's Cardinals or somewhere else. And I was like, no, not today. And I'm so thankful that we didn't give him up, and we're going to need him in this run. All right, let's go, JP. First pitch to JP Crawford. Big swing and a miss. Let's go, baby. I'm excited. Let's go. 268 average, 12 homers, 44 ribbies in 2023. Let's go, Crawford. And when JP gets going early, the Mariners get going early. And when JP gets going early, Julio gets going early. And if both of them get going early, we're going to end up getting to our magic number. And what is it, folks, in the room? 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. If we hit that number, we're going to win this game. Let's go, baby. I mean, do you think you can manage 2 leagues with what you're doing? Do you think you have the time to be able to make sure your lineups are set, and then you can give your full focus to both leagues? Because I'll put you in the league if you think you can handle it. Obviously, JP, 1 away. Next up, Julio Rodriguez, 286. Obviously, homers need to go up, but he has been hot as of late. Let's go, Julio. But again, if you think that you can handle it, yeah, I'll put you in the league. We got 3 spots open. So do you want to be in the league? Because like I said, this is going to be a competitive league just like the other one. And again, I mean, you're pretty good with time management. You like to read and you like to keep busy and whatnot. I think it would be fun for you to join the league. And then again, it'll give you another chance to be able to draft a league that you should have started with to begin with. Regardless if it was me or Brandon or a league, doing a 10-man or 12-man league popped up for Julio, 2 away. You can actually have a super team. So when you look at, your team that you have, obviously with Brandon's league with 17 other people, right? If you end up doing mine, you'll truly have a super team if you can draft correctly. Like you'll be able to hopefully have running backs, wide receivers. You'll have no problems. You won't. And I'm not doing any trades in my league, so you have to make sure that you're picking up the right players. But the nice thing when you do a 10-man league, right? There'll be people on the wire and on the bench that you'll be able to pick up that you wouldn't be able to do in the other league that you're in because there's like twice as many people. So let me send the invite to you. And I think you'll actually enjoy doing my league more because your team will be better and it'll be easier to manage. So let me send that to you. Okay, looks like Money Miz wants to do it as well. So let me actually get these sent out. 1 sec here. All right, so it looks like we got 1 spot left. All right, Megan. So I'm going to send it to you in your Instagram. And then all you got to do is just click on the link and then just click on the link. And when you click on it, then you'll just accept. It says join this league. and then you'll just hit the button, and then you'll be in. So I sent that to you, and let me send it. All right, Money Miz wants to be in it, and he's been in the league before. So let's have him go in the league also. All right. Hopefully he checks it quickly. All right, make sure I sent it correctly to him. All right, boom. All right, so Money Miz complained that my email was wrong in the video, but it wasn't. So I'm not sure if he just misplaced it or not. But I'm excited to have you in the league. And actually, I wanted to be able to have either 2 females in the league out of 10 people, maybe sometimes 3. I actually messaged Zini Panini also just a few minutes ago, and I already know she's doing at least one other league. So I guess it just depends, on what she's thinking. So, and if she has got time to be able to do it, I know that she will. But if not, I mean, I'm going to wait for her to give me a response and then see what we get. So, and like I said, females can be competitive. You guys can help each other out. And like I said, Zini has actually won the league before. So I'm excited that you're in it. And again, I think you're going to enjoy this league more because it'll give you a chance to redraft, have a different type of strategy. And with a 10-man league, there we go. Big K there for Kodai. Suarez strikes out, but I think that it'll give you a better chance to have a better team. Because imagine 10 people, right, or 18 people. I mean, you're definitely you're going to have better wide receivers. You're going to have running backs. You're not going to be in a situation where you're stuck with like backups and you're screwed. Going into the beginning of the year unless you make a trade. So, obviously, quarterbacks you'll be able to have a couple. Running backs you'll have a few. You're definitely going to want to get like 4 or 5 wide receivers, like 4 or 5 tight ends, 1 to 3, kicker 1 or 2. But most people do 1 to start off. Defenses 1 to 3, and then having a good bench of running backs and wide receivers, and then anything else that you want to have, like a backup quarterback is a must. A backup tight end is a must. Sometimes a couple extra defenses is a must. Backup running backs and wide receivers a must. So if you need help, I'll help you along the way. That's no problem. So I got you. I'm excited. And like I said, you're a big part of the channel, and this will be a good thing for you. I think you're really going to enjoy this particular league. I'll see 12 in there. I see you. And then after we get Money Miz to accept, if he checks his email, we'll have 1 spot left. And the draft is Monday at 6 p.m. because I'm going to be doing the Mariner game, I believe, at like 1. And then after that is over, I'll end up, we'll have like an hour and a half break, and then we'll end up doing the draft, which will probably take about an hour and a half. And I'll actually live stream it, and I'll show like my board so you guys can, so that way everyone can see what's going on and we can be live together while we end up doing the draft. So. All right, let's go to the bottom of the first inning. Leading off for the Mets, center fielder Brandon Nimmo. Batting second, shortstop Francisco Lindor. And batting third, left fielder Jeff McNeil. Let's go. This is awesome. Cal Raleigh having a little convo with some of the Mets players. And, Raleigh's been getting a lot more respect across the league. Yeah, could he be better at defense? Absolutely. Throwing guys out, from the catcher position to second, he needs to improve on that, just like Tom Murphy. And obviously, we have a few guys like Harry Ford that'll be coming up next year, more than likely. But for home runs, since he came in as a rookie last year with Kirby and Julio, he is number 1 in Major League Baseball for catchers in homers for a no-name catcher. I mean, besides being Big Dumper, most people don't know who Cal Raleigh is unless you, live out here in the Pacific Northwest or you follow the Mariners. Yeah, you'll figure it out. And honestly, there's gonna be highest rated, like on the board. So when the minute and a half ticker goes and it's your pick, you're gonna see all the highly rated people right there. So as long as you pick some of those highly rated people that are like in the top 5 selections, those are usually the ones that you're gonna want to go for. And they're highly rated for a reason. Now you can always go below that if you see someone, but usually the people that they have rated at the top are, based off the points that they had last year and what they're projected to get this year. So I'm excited for you. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And like I said, I usually like to have a couple females in the league no matter what. Popped up. There we go. 1 away. Thank God Julio is back. Just the overall vibe of the team is just so much better when you know you got Julio in the lineup. Yeah, baby. We love you. Countdown to 20,000 subs. 83 to go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You can always have the app on your phone too. So if you have your cell phone, you have the ESPN app, the fantasy app, and then you can actually draft from your phone or on your computer. So for whatever reason, if you're on the way, you can at least draft when it's going on, and then once you hop onto your computer, then you can switch. So Devin in the building, what to do? How are you? Bottom of the first. We're knotted up at 0. We're in New York, the Big Apple. 1-1 count for Logan Gilbert. The Francisco Lindor popped up. Two up and two down, baby. There we go. And I appreciate that. I mean, there's a lot of people that do live play-by-play and reactions, but I don't think people realize, like, if you're a content creator, it literally is the hardest thing to do. Obviously people can do football, and I feel that, people can do football a little bit easier, but also making it your own, and not just listening to the announcers and copying what they say on TV by actually coming up with like your own nicknames, catchphrases. That's where it separates, the people that are average at it than the people that are elite. And then also being able to do something like baseball, which I think is 1,000 times harder than doing football. NFL and college football is hard, but I think baseball might be maybe the hardest out of them all because the player names and the teams, how many people actually cover MLB as a whole, as a league? Not many. Some people just follow their team. On the NFL side, it's a little bit easier to cover the league or, your team or your division. So, and we also will be doing NBA, college hoops, NASCAR, NHL for the Kraken and some other teams as well. So, if you want a one-stop shop, it's right here. Let's go, Gilbert. Bottom of the first, 1-2 count. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Logan. Oh, little chopper right over Logan's head for a base hit. Yeah, I definitely think Seattle can win this game. I mean, on any game that we play, could we lose? We're on the road, yeah, but we're one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. So Julio is back. He had a little lingering minor like foot, setback for a couple days. Julio's in the lineup. Logan Gilbert's 12-5. He started off 4-5. He's won 8 starts. So I feel that every opportunity that we play when we're on the road, even if it's a team that has a worse record than us, but I think the Mariners understand what's at hand. If we play well here down the stretch, we might be able to make it, to the ALDS, ALCS. Hell, we might make the World Series. MLB Network actually thinks that we have a chance because we have the pitching and we have the hitting as long as Julio can be hot, as well as Teoscar and a few others. And we got Kelenic and Murphy coming back soon. So I'm hoping for Orioles, Mariners, ALCS, and I said this about a month ago, trying to talk it into existence, and then Dodgers, Braves, and the NLCS. I think that would be the best matchup. Now, if you're a Ranger fan, a Ray fan, a Blue Jay fan, or an Astro fan, you're like, no, 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 no. What about us? I get it, but I think that a majority of people that aren't following baseball, that would be the best matchup possible. Orioles and Mariners that are kind of on the up and up, and then obviously you got the two best teams in the National League with the Braves and the Dodgers. And even though the Braves were beating the brakes off the Dodgers, you ended up getting a couple clutch home runs, Mookie being Mookie. They ended up losing, I believe, 8-7, but that one could go down to the wire as well. Big facts. Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. Pitch is high, 2-2 count. Let's go, baby. And then hopefully Deontay Williams ended up, joining Money Miz. He's been in our league before once or twice. Hopefully he accepted. And then I think we have one spot left in the fantasy league, which I'm pretty excited about. Because we've done it now he hasn't accepted yet, but we've done it now for about 6 years. And we've had, I think, a different winner every year. And I haven't won it in a minute. So, like I said, it's been, and I usually end up, having the best record, either first or second place record as we go into the playoffs. Like I'll be like 11-1, maybe 10-2. But like with me and Sarah, we were the best two teams all year. I was 11-1, she was 10-2. The only game I lost is when I had 5 guys out of my 9 with a bye, and I didn't have enough on my bench, and I barely lost. And then with her, she only had a couple of losses as well. But when you go to the playoffs and it's the best of 2 weeks, sometimes you have a shitty first week out of the best of 2 weeks, and then you can't recover. And we ended up both losing to teams that had 8-4 or 7-5 records, which was shitty for as dominant as we were. But it shows you can be dominant all year, but also, you got to be able to have those clutch performances in the playoffs. And the shitty thing is, in fantasy, sometimes you end up playing your divisional rival. So let's say you have DK Metcalf, but you're playing the 9 or D in the playoffs. You're like, shit, like, can DK still get me 15 to 20 points? Yeah, but there's also a possibility they shut him down and he has like 7 and then you lose. So Pete Alonso with a strikeout. There we go. Sarah with $1. Let's go, baby. I appreciate you. I know you're under the weather. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $1 holla. 99 to go. And we had a monster day yesterday. We had $547 in donos and a single $500 donation by Cyberpunk. Not saying that we're going to get to that today, but hopefully we can get some subs. The 20,000 subscriber mark, we're getting close, 83 to go. So if anyone is new or you want to be able to help me out, like the stream. If you could do that, if you could share it, that would be great. If you can comment, let me know you're here. Let me know who you're rooting for. Introduce yourself to the channel. And then if you feel so inclined to, either sub or, to help us to get to 20,000, or if you feel like donating, that would be awesome too. This is my full-time job. So you want some Bob Sanders? Okay, I got you. Let me throw you Bob Sanders up real quick. We got a lot of college football tomorrow morning too. I'm very excited about that. Let me get you a Bob Sanders Colt pick just because that one just popped up, and then I'll see if I can get an Iowa one that's halfway decent. All right, 99 to go. Ooh, okay. There's the first one. Let me see. And a lot of these aren't going to necessarily format, but let's see. But I got one. Let's see if I can get it to work here. Appreciate you. A lot of the photos, especially on the college football side, sometimes they'll be, not the size that you want, but still, we got to be able to throw those up there as well. Bob Sanders. And again, if you didn't have Bob Sanders on the Colts, you being a Colt fan and an Iowa fan, that might have been a dream come true. You're a fan of Iowa. You have been since you've been a little girl, right? And then all of a sudden you're a Colt fan as well. And then magically, boom, comes to the team. Peyton Manning is already there. Boom. And the only time you ever end up, you actually got a Super Bowl and were able to get past, Tom Brady and whatnot. A big reason was Bob Sanders. So there you go. Appreciate you. Oh my! I will wish you some luck. Little chopper, one away. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyone that subs, it'll be, it definitely will help, and like I said, sometimes you'll go like a month with very minimal subs, just depending on if you're in the algorithm. But now, since I ended up getting away from a kind of a bad situation with an ex-girlfriend, and then, being able to, now have more time to be able to focus on the dream and recording from 7 a.m. to midnight. And I don't have any restrictions, because before I could only record from 5 to 10 pretty much every day besides the weekends. And that limited me from doing like things like I wanted to do, like reaction videos to college football and NFL, which I'm going to do on top of live streams for the Mariners and obviously many, many sports: basketball, baseball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, all of the above. So one-stop shop is right here, baby. Let's go. Next up is Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. We need you, Teoscar. Let's go, baby. Pitch is low. Good eye. 2-1 count. Be electric, baby. You know you can be. We're going to need you. And I got Paisley back early this morning at like 7 a.m. Big swing and a miss. 2-2 count. So my heart is full. My heart feels good. You know, I get a little bit of separation anxiety when I don't have Paisley since she's like my daughter. I don't got no kids, you know, so obviously when you have a pup, you know, you get that connection, you know, and I love spending time with her. And we've already went on a couple walks today. So after the game is over, we'll probably go for another long one. Rugby World Cup. Nice. New Zealand All Blacks. Yes. All right, one sec here. Wow, Teoscar Hernandez. Come on. Yeah. You were supposed to be in France? Oh, wow. Yeah, but going to LA and Seattle would have been better on your bucket list. I mean, freak, Trojans and Hawks. Come on. Caleb Williams, too. Heisman year. Ah, Dominic Canzone. All right. I'm not really feeling this link, so I might have to go to this other one. Hold up. And it's like anytime I have a link that's like even a little bit off, I'm like, nope, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I got to make sure that, you know, and obviously sometimes, you know, when you have things on Apple TV or if they're on YouTube, you know, every once in a while you're going to have issues there. But again, I got to bounce around if I have to. And hopefully that this will be fixed. Hold up. All right, we're going to the bottom of the second. And next up is Daniel Vogelback, since obviously it went from the Teoscar at bat to there. So, and again, on Mariners Twitter, they have a free trial of 2 months free of Apple TV. And then obviously $6.99 after if you're looking to be able to get a link since it's not on Root Sports in the Pacific Northwest. Or if you go through Apple TV directly, you can get a week for free. And then it's $6.99 after, or you can end up having a link. But the only problem is sometimes with the links, I'm not really sure if they necessarily crap out, but sometimes you'll have, you know, some audio or video issues, or they might have a little freezing, you know, from time to time. But you know, it is what it is. So, all right, one sec here, and then hopefully, you know, things will clear up. And I'm going to bounce around through a few of them to make sure. All right. Daniel Vogelback, DHing for New York, batting second this inning, right fielder DJ Stewart, and batting third, catcher Francisco Alvarez. Appreciate you, Chris. All right, bottom of the second, 1-2 pitch from Gilbert. Got him. Vogelback, sit down. There we go. Let's go. 2Ks for Logan Gilbert. Senga's got 3. Let's go, baby. Keep it moving. Mariner Moose is out. We love it. We can get to 10Ks. That's the magic number. 8 to 10Ks for our boy Logan Gilbert. Pretty amazing if you really think about his story on like started off the year okay, then hit a really bad slump, and then was 4-5 and hasn't lost since. And now he's 12-5. It's pretty remarkable that he turned it around and turned it around to the best possible record you could possibly think of. You know, maybe going through a little anxiety or depression or confidence that he lost, you know, but like I said, when he was at that point at 4-5, he just needs support from his teammates and his family and friends. And if he could get that support, he could turn it around. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm so happy to see that. All right, DJ Stewart in the box. 0-2 pitch. Chop foul. Nathan in the building. What's good, brother? Pitch is high and outside. 1-2 count. Yeah, he turned into big 4-0. But I told him, I was like, bro, you don't even really look that old. And he's like, yeah, there's other people that I party with that are like 40, but they look 50 because they smoke cigarettes and drink beer and alcohol like every day, and it's aged them badly. And I was like, yeah, I think all of us know at least one person like that, that, you know, maybe they're 20 something or 30 something or 40 or 50, but they look maybe about 10 years older because they aren't really taking care of themselves. At some point, you got to, right? At some point, you got to be able to take care of yourself. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Logan Gilbert with another K. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Mariner Moose. We love it. Logan Gilbert, confident as ever. You know, he started off as the 1. Then Luis Castillo came in and he was the 2. Then George Kirby came in and then he was the 3, right? And then what? Bryce Miller came in and then he was the 4. And that's kind of where he is now. But hell, if he's our 4th best pitcher and his record is 12-5, what do you think that means for the Mariner pitching staff? We're fucking money, right? You know, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo, and hell, Luis Castillo and George Kirby are in the running for the Cy Young. Right now, it's going to be probably Garrett Cole and number 1, Castillo 2. You know, Kirby's probably 5th, you know, based off odds, right? So it's going to be Garrett Cole or Castillo. And then on the National League side, it's a landslide. More than likely, well, you know, I guess, but, you know, Spencer Strider and then Snell, you know, and Strider should get it, but, you know, we'll see. I mean, I guess Snell's got the ERA, but look what fucking Spencer Strider is doing with his win-loss record. I think he's like 16-4, something crazy, you know. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on, baby. Francisco Alvarez in the box. I think we do have the best pitching staff in baseball. I really do. I mean, obviously, if we had Paul Sewald still there, that would have been like, oh my God, you know, it's like fucking Brash, Topa, Munoz, Sewald. Nobody has 4 guys that are better than that, as far as like, I feel, in my opinion, as far as like mid relievers or like setup guys and bullpen. Now, some of those guys will fuck up from time to time. Brash will fuck up, Topa will fuck up, Munoz will fuck up, and Sewald, you know, fucked up once in a while, but for the most part, they were fucking reliable. And then on top of that, we got, you know, Isaiah Campbell and Saucedo, you know, and a few others, Thornton. So, you know, I feel that we do have the best pitching staff. Now, if the hitting can match the pitching, we might be able to make it all the way to the ALCS or World Series this year, next year, or the following year. And then, hell, if we get Shohei Ohtani next year, we definitely will be there. So, I mean, it'd be pretty dope to see the Braves and the Mariners in the World Series. I'll tell you that. Couple little bloop singles on Logan Gilbert. He's only given up 2 hits, but it hasn't done anything really serious to us. He's got 4 Ks. Senga's got 3, so we're in a good spot here. We're going to be able to get Beatty out. Big swing and a miss. He loves to swing and chase. So I already know with Beatty, chances are, you're not going to get a whole lot here. I would assume that he'll pop up, ground out, or strike out. I don't think he'll get anything here, but we'll find out. Gilbert pitches high, 1-1 count. Yeah, I mean, Braves came out firing and they were up like 5-1. Acuna got married and they ended up getting a grand salami, and it looked like they were going to pull away. But the Dodgers are so resilient that even though they know they're not the best team in the National League, they'll keep fighting with Mookie and Freddie, and that's what they did. And they ended up only losing that game by a run, where if it was another team beside the Dodgers, you probably would have lost by 6 or 7. So it was cool to be able to see the Dodgers fight, even though they lost. But a lot of other teams would have just, said, fuck it, we'll wait till tomorrow. But they kept fighting. So 1-2 count to Beatty. Get his ass out. Yes! Logan Gilbert fucking wheeling and dealing, baby. 3 strikeouts looking. Is that good? You bet your ass it is. Mariner Moose is out. Let's go. 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 4 Ks. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Nice job. You the man. Mariner Moose is impressed. Let's go, Mariners. Let's go to the top of the 3rd, baby. Good start for us. Next up for the Mariners in the top of the 3rd, making his first at bat today. First baseman, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. Wrist contusion from a couple games ago, so they slid him down the lineup to 7, which I think was a smart move. Batting second this inning, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. And batting third, the only Mariner that should be playing second base for the rest of the year, unless they move JP there temporarily, second baseman Josh Rojas. Let's go. I mean, we got rid of Sewald, but it turned into 2 starters with Canzone and Rojas, and they played well. And we still got Cade Marlowe waiting in the wings. Murphy should be back pretty soon, and hopefully Kelenic as well. Let's go, Mariners. Insurance. He's not better than Dak. Absolutely fucking not. No. I mean, if you want to get rid of Dak, then you're just going to be going backwards with your franchise. You got CeeDee Lamb, you got Pollard, Michael Gallup, you got Vaughn there, you got Zeke is no longer there. You got options, but the offensive line is nowhere near what it was when they had 3 Pro Bowl or Hall of Fame players in Zeke's rookie year. So, to me, Dak is somewhere ranked, normally between 8th through 13th. He kind of moves up and down. Sometimes he's a top 10 quarterback. Sometimes he might be like 11th or 12th or 13th, kind of there with like Kirk Cousins and Carr, and sometimes better than those guys, a little bit more consistent. But again, you got Dan Quinn, Micah Parsons. That helps a lot. McCarthy's garbage. They don't have Kellen Moore anymore. He's the OC for the Chargers with Herbert, so that's going to hurt him a little bit. But yeah, I think Trey Lance is going to only be a backup. He's got injury problems. At some point, if Dak gets hurt, can you put him in there with Cooper? Oh, what a rush. Yeah. But at this point, I would put in Cooper Rush over Trey Lance, and I don't think he'll be able to start. I think he's going to be a bust. So, and I think that he's got skills, but he doesn't have a lot of snaps under his belt from high school, college, or the pros. So I think, Trevor Lawrence will pan out. Justin Fields will pan out. And then obviously Max Jones is a bust. Trey Lance is a bust. And obviously we know with the other one as well. So it's like you got a couple out of the 5. And Zach Wilson is the ultimate bust. So, it is what it is. But I don't think you're going to get anything there. But also, too, a new team, that's a new opportunity to be able to shine, right? And sometimes you just need a chance. And obviously the Niners didn't believe in him, and he's got too many injuries. So that's just my honest opinion. But I think if you ended up putting Trey Lance on the Cowboys as a starter, instead of having Dak that could win you 10 to 12 games, you put in Trey Lance, what are you winning, 5? 7 games, like you're not going to win very many. Motherfucker can't throw. He has no confidence. He gets hurt all the time. Ultimately, you have to be able to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to be able to succeed. Zach Wilson, confidence gone. Garbage. Trey Lance, garbage. And then obviously Mac Jones is average. But again, they need someone better. Than Mac Jones. Zappe and Cunningham could have helped them out, and obviously they ended up cutting those guys and brought in Corral. Obviously when he got released, but he's not good enough to be the England starter either. But I guess if you want to stick with Mac Jones, you can. But he's average to me. Will he put up above average stats like better touchdowns to interception ratio? Yes. Would I want him on my team? Fuck no. So Justin Fields is the truth, and you'll see with DJ Moore how much better he'll be this year. Him and Cole Kmet and Mooney, as well as obviously DJ Moore, a real number 1 receiver, like when they had Allen Robinson, but he's moved on to a couple teams since then, right? And then Trevor Lawrence will be the best one probably out of those two. But I think that Fields' ability to run and throw. Now, we already know he's the best runner in football at quarterback. Now, can he throw up to like the Trevor Lawrence level? And if he can, obviously with DJ Moore and Mooney and Kmet, he will surpass Trevor Lawrence. And then at some point, they both will be probably top 12 quarterbacks, and maybe they'll both be top 10. It's just a matter of time, and we have to be able to see their progression. But Trevor Lawrence is the pocket guy, kind of like the Andrew Luck. And then obviously Justin Fields is going to be kind of like the Kaepernick RG3 type of quarterback, but better. So I guess it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Trevor Lawrence, maybe the better prospect, like going in as a pro. He was the most pro ready, but the better fantasy option would be Justin Fields because you're going to get the running and the throwing. He might throw for a touchdown, but run in for 2, or maybe he'll throw for 2 and run in for 2. That's mad points. You'll have a better chance of getting 40 to 50 points with Fields than with Lawrence, I think, unless he goes off with his receivers, which is possible. Double play. 1, 2. Fuck. Big double play. I don't think the Liners did him dirty. He got hurt. They didn't do him dirty at all. They invested a lot to the Miami Dolphins, couple firsts, seconds. They ended up getting Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and Bradley Chubb out of the deal. So they didn't do him dirty. They gave him plenty of chances to be healthy and be, the man, and he kept getting hurt. And then if you end up, breaking your ankle and you end up, getting hurt and barely having any snaps, that's not on the Niners. That's on him, with his fragile ass Greg Oden body. And they got someone that was better in Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. So, and if they really did him dirty, they would have sent him to a shitty team, not the Cowboys. Cowboys are a playoff team. If they really wanted to do him dirty, they would have sent him somewhere else. Like to the Texans or, some other shit organization. So I disagree with you there. Like I said, you have to look at all circumstances on what they gave up the farm. Like they gave up more for Trey Lance than most teams have given up for anybody, unless you're talking about like Ricky Williams with the Saints, giving up like an arm and a leg and an arm and a leg and an arm and a leg. So, Trey Lance is actually in a good situation for Dallas, if there's any injuries, but will he end up panning out? I would say no. Because you invested so much money and, time is money. You can't just sit there after you invested, 3 first rounders, for example, like let's say 3 first rounders, 3 second rounders, and all this. I mean, if the Seahawks did that, would you be happy with that? Fuck no. You're gonna keep a guy on there. It's like imagine if you had him in the draft and then you pick Geno Smith, the last pick in the draft, right? And Geno panned out for you. You're gonna go with Geno. You're gonna go with the Brock Purdy. You missed your opportunity. You got an opportunity, and also it was Kyle Shanahan's fault and Lynch's fault. If they wanted a running quarterback, they should have picked Justin Fields. So even you can be a brilliant, GM and a brilliant play caller and still make a mistake. So again, time is money. And, you gave the guy a couple years to be able to see what he can do. They fucked up. They made the wrong choice. But luckily, they ended up getting a quarterback in the draft as well, Brock Purdy. And that was the guy. You saw how good he did last year when he played. So, again, I don't know. I feel I can evaluate talent better than anybody, from the amount of film that I watch and the reading that I do. But I don't think they did him dirty at all. They gave him the best opportunity that he possibly could have going to a team like the Cowboys. They could have sent him to the Texans or the Titans or some garbage team. So, and like I said, you already get upset when you maybe overpay a couple million more for a defensive lineman. Imagine you ended up giving up 3 first rounders, 3 second rounders, and making all these trades, and that happens. Would you want to keep a guy like that? Fuck no. You wouldn't want to keep a guy like that. You're like, get rid of him. We already got this other guy here that's better, and you got to move on, cut your losses, you know. And like I said, sometimes when you know that guys aren't going to get playing time, and they gave him plenty of opportunities in preseason to prove that he could at least be the two, and he couldn't even beat out Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold is a former top 5 pick. So again, just because you get picked in the top 5 does not mean you're going to pan out in the NFL. So, like I said, you have to be able to look at it from every perspective. You got to look at it from Trey Lance's perspective. You got to look at it from the Niners' perspective, and it's a business. The NFL is a business. It's not all fun and games. And at some point, if you don't believe in a guy, you have to cut your losses, get something for him, move on. And obviously, Darnold, I feel, is better than Trey Lance also. So why would you keep him on the roster? The only reason you would is that if you have a fear that the quarterbacks are going to get hurt for the Niners, which they do every year. So, there is a chance that the third string quarterback might get in for the Niners this year or next year. But again, if you watch the 49ers in preseason, he looked like ass. He couldn't complete a pass, even easy ones. So why would you keep a guy, that is injury prone and that has no confidence, and he can't even make the simple throws, and he can't even win, the number 2 job after losing your job to Brock Purdy? You couldn't even be number 2. You couldn't even be second string. You had to be third string. So that's adios. See you later. So that's my opinion. So, like I said, preseason does mean something. So no, preseason doesn't mean something. Preseason does mean something because you got to be able to see what the rookies and people that have gotten injured. Now, as far as wins and losses, that part doesn't matter. But you want to evaluate talent. That's the whole purpose of preseason, getting your body's condition, getting chemistry, and getting the rookies and obviously people that have been hurt an opportunity to see if they can shine to be able to make the roster. So, yeah, so I disagree with, again, preseason does mean something. Like I said, wins and losses don't matter in preseason. Like you can be the Ravens and win 20, 30, 40, preseason games in a row. Is that going to help you win a Super Bowl? Fuck no. It don't matter. They were happy to at least get a 4th rounder for him because at that point they would have taken anything for him. Now, the thing is, if they wanted to get higher than a 4th rounder for him, right, they would have made him the second string quarterback. And if they would have done that, then they probably would have been able to get a 3rd round in return, even though they gave up everything for him. But since they labeled him the 3rd string, Jerry Jones was smart enough to say, hey, you want a 3rd round, player for him, but you labeled him 3rd string. I'm not going to give you a 3rd rounder if you put him at 3rd string yourself. That means that you don't think that he's good. So that's Jerry being Jerry, and then he ended up getting him for a 4th rounder. So, I mean, look at sometimes when you have Hall of Famers that are still pretty good or pretty good players, right? And they might have been a 1st round pick, and then a few years down the road, they get traded for like a 4th to 7th rounder, and you're like, what? That's it? But that's how value works, obviously, in the NFL. Sometimes you get undervalued as your career goes on. So you still might be worth a 1st or 2nd rounder, but they're going to try to be able to give you less, like a 4th or a 5th rounder, and see if you take it. It's a business. That's facts. Yeah, I mean, like I said, for a 4th rounder, the Niners would have took anything. They would have taken a 7th rounder for him. They just wanted to get him out of there. So anything that the Niners got in return, that's fine. And the Cowboys are thrilled to get him for a 4th rounder. Oh, over his head. Oh, first big league hit. There we go. I see you making his major league debut. Ronnie Mauricio with his first major league hit. Hopefully save that baseball for him. A double, too. Bottom of the 3rd, we're still knotted up at 0. Next up for the Mets, center fielder Brandon Nimmo. See, and that's the thing, like you're a Seahawk fan, right? And you follow the Seahawks. I follow the league as if every team is mine. So, like I said, I got to be a Buck fan. I got to be a super fan of the Hawks, the Niners, the Eagles, the Cowboys. So it's not just following one team or just superstars from another team here and there. I have to follow every single team as if they're my own, and I have to put myself in the shoes of the GM or the head coach or the owner, and kind of be able to go that route. That's why I'm able to vibe with so many different people, because you have to do the reading and the film study. Otherwise, opinions are going to be skewed. You're going to have an opinion. I'm going to have an opinion, but your opinion and my opinion might differ. So, and of course, I'm following every team, not just the Hawks. So anything that they got for him was, they would have taken a 5th rounder, 6th rounder, 7th rounder. Hell, they would have took a bag of Doritos for him. They just wanted to get his ass out of there. And I did see that. Witherspoon will not be playing game 1, and more than likely Jackson Smith-Njigba. I know they probably shouldn't be playing him either, but I saw that Jamal Adams and Witherspoon will not be playing game 1, which is probably the smart decision. You want those guys to be healthy. Bottom of the 3rd, runner at second, 1-2 count. Gilbert, big chop. Count still 1-2. Let's go, baby. They were very, very lucky that they took Brock Purdy, and they did that as an insurance plan just in case. And then obviously injuries happen, and he got an opportunity to shine, and he's the one. It was like you're never going to get your job back after how Brock Purdy played. You're never getting your job back if you're Trey Lance. So you might as well just move on. He never was going to get an opportunity to play unless you had season-ending injuries to Darnold and to Brock Purdy, and then you would get a chance. But if it didn't happen that way, you're never going to play for the Niners ever again. I mean, he looked terrible in preseason. Another K. Let's go. Sam Darnold. And obviously, Sam Darnold was highly touted when he came out. But again, sometimes when you go to a shitty team like the Jets, you got to be able to be around a better organization to get another chance. And just because you get picked, 1st or 2nd overall, Jameis Winston, famous Jameis, Marcus Mariota, Carson Wentz. How did that work out? I'm a Duck fan through and through, but Mariota can't stay healthy, and he probably isn't good enough to be a starter. And he won the Heisman. Jameis won the Heisman, but just because you won the Heisman don't mean shit. A lot of these guys can get drafted very, very high, but unless you have the it factor, you're not going to pan out. The NFL is a man's game. Like I said, you could be a Heisman winner, you could be great on college, but if you don't get into the right system and you're not built for it, you ain't going to make it. There we go. Yeah, but again, if they wanted a running, quarterback, they should have just picked Justin Fields and then picked Purdy. I mean, imagine where they would be at that point. Then maybe Purdy would have been traded off, and we don't really know where he would have been. But he got an opportunity, next man up to shine, and now he's just going to run with that starting position until he gets hurt. So I kind of agree. I don't know if Caleb is going to, because they're going to get rid of Kyler. And even if Caleb wins the Heisman or doesn't win the Heisman, if he goes to the Cardinals, that would be a bad spot for him. I agree. And then if the Bucs get Drake May, then, that will be good for me. But I think Caleb going to Tampa would be a hell of a lot better than going to the Cardinals. They don't have a good head coach. The organization is fucked. And I don't know. I don't see the Cardinals being good anytime soon, even if Caleb came and they got more people like, Cardinals, it might take like 5 years for them to rebuild. Popped up. There we go. But I agree with you on that statement. I definitely think of Caleb going to the Cardinals, that would be the worst spot for him. But if they get the first pick in the draft, then they're going to take him 100%. So I think that, and like I said, who are you throwing to? Who are you handing the ball off to? Who's the offensive line? Who's the defense? It's like you got guys like even Budda Baker that don't want to be there no more. So, yeah, kind of sad. It's like they had talent a few years ago, but then now it just seems like they're kind of like the brand new Houston Texans or like the Titans. They're kind of like, ugh. It's like there's potential, and you could see the Titans and Texans maybe eventually getting there, and some of these other teams like the Panthers, but it's like what the Cardinals have, it just, I don't know. It just does not look good. But again, if they get the first pick, unless they go Drake May or someone else. And Michael Penix Jr. has an injury history. So even if he wins the Heisman or has, a good year, that's going to be something that the NFL teams are going to be, whoa, I don't know if I want to draft you. You're a lefty and you're awesome. Michael Penix Jr. from University of Washington, but you get injured every year. It's like he's played for 4 or 5 years and he's been hurt almost every year. So I know Tampa might be looking at him, but I would rather go for someone like Drake May. That's my guy. So Drake May 1, Caleb Williams 2 if he's there. So. All right, me, Chief, Reflect, Sarah, Megan, Joe, Money, Shep, and the chosen ones. Money Miz. All right, we got one spot. And I sent Zini a message, but I did not get a response back. So Jerry, if you want to be in the fantasy league, it'll either be you or Zini. Depending on if she gets back to me, I'm not sure if you want to be in it or, like I said, but I don't want anyone to be in the league if they're going to quit. And it seems like every year you do fantasy, there's always going to be that one girl or guy. Typically, it's not a girl, a guy that quits. They end up starting off like 0-3 or 1-2, and then they just fucking quit. And I don't like that. Like, if you're going to do the league, continue, and you never know what could happen. Hell, me and Sarah went 11-1 and 10-2, and we lost in the playoffs with Jake and Shep that had 7-5 and 8-4 records. So even though you start off 0-3, and if you can get to 7-5 and be a top 4 team out of 10, you could end up winning the championship. So we'll see. 1-0 Mariners. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. J.P. Crawford. Solo dinger, baby. Yes. These idiots on Apple TV are talking and not even calling the game as JP hits a homer right in front of their eyes. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Electric. J.P. Crawford. That's why you don't do fucking interviews at that time. You got to know a time and a place, Apple TV, to do your interviews. Get the Trident out, baby. Yes. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Yeah. And when JP goes, Julio goes. Go, go, go. Go for 2. Got him. Fuck. Julio tried going for that 2 and got caught. Damn it. Good. He tried to push it a little bit, but I don't mind. Julio normally gets that. Great throw by McNeil. And like I said, you want to be able to push. After the home run, you want to be aggressive. He tested the waters and he got thrown out, which is okay. Well, Jerry, like I said, I messaged her and I imagine she's at work and I know she's already doing at least a league already. Are you doing any leagues right now? I sent her a message like 2 hours ago. So, I mean, obviously if she checked and do that, do you want to do it, Jerry? Like I said, she's been in the league before and I try to be able to give people enough time and whatnot. So Jerry, if you want to be in the league, I'll send you the link right now if you want to be in the league. Like I said, I tried to give people enough time, and it's not like I promised her, that she was going to be in the league. I just messaged her, and most people already have had their drafts and whatnot. So, okay, you're not in one, so that's what I would want, anyways. You're in. All right, I'm going to send you the notification now, and then just click on the link and accept it, and then you're good. And Zini can play with us next year. And probably good for you guys that Zini's not in the league because she's really fucking good. Like I said, I taught her everything I know. And like I said, the first year she played, I taught her what I know. She got second place with 9 other dudes, including myself, that have been playing for a long time. And then the second year she played, she won it all with limited help from me. So probably good for everybody. But like I said, I like being able to have the female representation. And then once you accept that, then the draft will be on Monday at 6 p.m. So I just sent you the link, and no one else has. And I responded back to everyone that sent me an email and everybody else. So everyone has had plenty of time to reach back. So you are the last member to join. Congratulations, Jerry. $1. Let's get to a hundo. Let's do it. Cal Raleigh with a nice hit. Nice job, Cal. Cal's a stud. The best hitting catcher in the game. Love me some Cal. Next up, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. Oh, Teoscar popped up. Uh-oh. Damn it. Well, that's the end of the inning, but at least we got a homer from J.P. Crawford. My boy. I mean, how often are you going to get like a home run from your leadoff hitter? You know, not often, but J.P. Crawford is that dude. Let me see if I can find a Trident photo with J.P. Let's go. Nice job, J.P. One of my favorite players on the team with Julio and Cal Raleigh, and obviously Bryce Miller and George Kirby as well. I'm looking. It's a lot harder to find it than you think. Oh, JP. I'll have to keep looking. And some of them they've gotten like stuff on the photo itself, so I can't, it's like other shit on it. So we'll have to wait for more photos of him with the homers with JP Crawford. 1-0 Mariners. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. Don't be nervous. You're like I said, you got to get your feet wet. And like I said, you're going to learn more in my league than you are in Brandon's. So when you're in, okay, like just to give people some context that are watching, Megan's a Hawk fan that lives in Australia, never has played fantasy football before, and let alone I believe she's the only female, in this Hawk's Nest type of fantasy league. 18 goddamn people. That's insane. Like, I don't even know how you can have fun doing an 18-man league. I mean, you can't even have a good enough roster to get excited about. But I guess if you've never played, you don't understand. But again, you want to be able to have a fantasy team, not like a bunch of backups. Like it's fantasy. You want to be able to be a manager of building a dream team. 18 people is way too much. Anyone that does a 16 or 18, that's just fucking insanity to me. Like the most I would ever be a part of is a 12-man league. So that way you can have fun. But I feel if you do a 10, you're going to have the ultimate fun. Every team is going to be deep. And if you fuck up in your draft, right, you're going to be able to still recover. If you're in an 18-man league and you fuck up in the draft, you're fucked and it's over most of the time, So I think you're going to have a lot more fun. Ooh, air fryer. Nice. My boy Jake has got the air fryer going. Let's go, Logan. Popped up. Get it, Gino. Yes. Good defense, Gino. Vogelback, one away. We can always count on great defense out of Seattle. Let's go, baby. And we're on the march, on the grind to 20,000 subscribers. We have 80. Let's look to see how many we have to go. And if you're in the room and you want to help us out, so we got 80 to go. 80 subs to go. So shout out to the 3 people that actually subbed that are in the room right now or watching on X or Twitter. Thank you so much. We were at 83 when the stream started, so awesome. Quick inning for Logan Gilbert. Let's go. The WWE pay-per-view looks like shit. I looked at the card. It doesn't look good. There's not enough build-up. You already had a pay-per-view with WWE, and then you had the AEW pay-per-view with All In. And looking at the card, it looks terrible. I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one that sees that, but I'm not really interested. They didn't have enough time to build up the rivalries from that particular pay-per-view. And normally I'm just going to be honest on how I feel with wrestling. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but I feel that pay-per-view was a little rushed. And again, I feel there was not enough time to build up the storyline and the rivalries. And when I look at the pay-per-view, it doesn't even look worth watching. Like, will I watch it? Yeah, but I'm not going to probably watch it live because I'm celebrating Marcos's birthday tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to watch it unless I watch it on my phone while I'm out and about and drinking and whatnot, drinking some, maybe I want to have some Blue Moon if I can find it with the orange peel. I've been craving that from from the tap. And then I want to do some Fireball. Like they have like the individual shots. That's Marcos's thing. So I'll probably do a handful of those and then we'll just see where the night takes us and whatnot. So. You'll be okay. Did you accept it, Jerry? Let me take a look. There we go. Everyone is accepted. Yes. The draft is in 3 days, 46 minutes, and 38 seconds. Let's go over the league. We got Northwest Sports Fanatics. We got Team Walker. We got Chief Wolf Chief. We got Reflect. We got Sarah. We got Aussie 12. We got Joe Stevens, who obviously isn't, I don't think, a regular on the channel. We got Faux King Money, who's not a regular on the channel either. Shep. And then we got Money Miz. We got 3 people that may occasionally watch us, and then 7 of the mods or regulars on the channel. So let's go. And again, like I said, the drafting process will give you an opportunity to make up for the draft that you had with the 18-man league. But if you ask anybody, not just myself, but for someone that's done fantasy for so many years, I never would accept an 18-man or 16-man. Hell, I probably wouldn't even do a 14-man league. Now, have I done them before? Yeah. Have I finished in the top 3 on every fantasy league that I've ever done? Yes, but I want to enjoy it, And again, I usually make 100 to 250 moves in a season. The average person makes about 50. So the more moves you make, I don't have any trades in my league, so you got to be able to draft well. But there's going to be pieces on the wire, even if you're in 10th place, that you'll be able to pick up. And again, if you start losing, Megan, let's say you lose the first week, and then you get the first pick on the wire, that could be somebody that could change the team for the rest of the season. It could be like an impact of getting a Justin Fields last year or a Geno Smith. Someone might be just sitting there that ends up having a great week that's on the wire. And then if you lose week 1, that's okay. You pick up a guy that could be a starter for you for the rest of the year. And then you might end up finishing like 6th or 7th or something, Sometimes the best, availability on the wire will be the first 2 weeks because there's going to be guys that emerge, and sometimes those guys end up balling out the rest of the season. So if you can end up getting those guys early, so if you end up losing week 1 or week 2, it doesn't mean that you can't recover. Sometimes you can lose a week 1 or week 2, get high priority on the wire, your first pick, grab the players that are good that you have access to, and that could change the rest of the season for you. Almost like having a redraft and whatnot. So 1-0 Mariners, top of the 5th. JP Crawford with a homer. Let's fucking get it, baby. Let's go, Ty. No. So I do it randomly. So 1 hour before, you'll find out. So there's no being able to do strategy or prepping, So it gives it a fair evaluation for everyone. So, like, if someone knows that they got the second pick, then they're doing like 10 mock drafts, which would probably be good for you because you've never played before and you're doing an 18-man league over there on the Hawks Nest and you're going to be in a 10 with me, right? So it's going to be completely random. So that way, an hour before, everyone has a fair shot to be able to, you'll have research at that point. And then at that point, with an hour before, there's no point in doing a mock draft. You just go with the flow. So, and it'll be completely random. Yeah, but the team in mind is only going to be based off draft position. Because again, if you have the first pick in the draft, or if you have the 10th pick in the draft, and it's snake. So if you get 10th in your last, you pick back to back 10th and 11th. So even though you finish maybe like if you get the 10th pick, you can pick back to back. So that might end up being something like Travis Kelce, for example, which probably wouldn't be, but maybe Travis Kelce and Amon-Ra St. Brown or something, and then you can like double up. So just because you get the last pick in the first round, you get the first pick in the second round. It's a snake. So sometimes picking, last isn't the worst. Usually if you pick around fourth or fifth, I think that's what most people like because you're kind of in the middle. And then if you pick first, then it goes 1 through 10 and then 10 through 1. So if you pick first and you take whoever, you're not going to get to pick until like 19 picks later. So you got to make sure you know what you're doing. So, yeah. So you already know. Yeah, unfortunate that you had 17. But again, you'll have a much better team in my league. Like you'll look at the team and you'll be like, wow, this is what a fantasy team is supposed to look like. Senga with the strikeout. 1-0 Marinez. Only 3 hits apiece. It's a pitching's duel, but at least we're hanging around. Let's take a look at the stat line. All right, Logan Gilbert, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 5 Ks. All right. So obviously a good game there. And then let's take a look at Senga, my cousin. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 7 Ks. So he actually has a better game going on K-wise, but he gave up that solo dinga, obviously, to J.P. Crawford. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Mets in the bottom of the 5th, 1-for-1, catcher Francisco Alvarez. Batting second, 0-for-1 with a K, third baseman Brett Beatty. And making his major league debut, got a double on his first at-bat, phenom second baseman Ronnie Mauricio. Nice that he ended up getting not only a hit, but a double at his very first at-bat. Awesome. I love seeing history being made in front of our very eyes. And hopefully he'll end up turning into a phenom for them. Yeah, so no trades in the league. It'll be a snake, and it's 10-man PPR, and that's point per reception. So obviously, if you're looking at different running backs, you can have a different strategy there. So, but once you end up seeing, I feel, regardless of where me and Sarah draft, you guys will see what a championship caliber team will look like. Because I would assume that there's going to be a couple other people in the room that will draft really well, but I guarantee me and Sarah are going to have 2 of the top 3 drafts in the league. I'd be shocked if Sarah has a bad draft, and I know I'm not going to. So, Rainier Winkler in the building. What's good? How are you? Let's go, Marinez. Take a look at the sub count, see where we're at. See if we're at the same number. All right, we're at 19,920. 80 subs to go to 20,000. Let's go. Let's go, baby. And Logan Gilbert has been doing great today. This is not the same Logan Gilbert as early in the year. Again, he was 4-5, right? And he's 12-5 now. So, like, the guy least likely to win like 8 in a row out of anyone on the Mariners staff ended up doing it when he was like, started off okay, then hit a fucking wall for like 2 months. And I was like, uh-oh, this ain't good. The guy looks like he's got anxiety and depression. And he's like hating his life. And then he turned it around. Rojas, got him. Let's go. And that's why Rojas needs to be our second baseman moving forward. Look at this. Little backhand, plants his feet. Look at that arm strength. All the way to Ty France. Take that. Rojas. Jose Cabanero wouldn't have made that throw. He would have thrown it over Ty France's head for an error. Football does start. Yep, next week. Well, we got college football already in the mix, which is great. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. And then I got to decide what we're going to end up doing, obviously, tomorrow and then Sunday. But I'll do the Ducks game tomorrow against Portland State. I wish we had a better team that we were going against. And the Mariners are going to be playing at 4, but I'm going out for Marcos's birthday. And we got Castillo on the mound. Otherwise, I'd be doing that game. And then on Sunday morning at 10:30, I'll probably do the Mariner game there. So, and I believe Kirby's pitching on that game on Sunday morning. I just got to make sure I'm not too hungover, which I probably will be. But I'm not staying out all night. I'll be home before midnight. So I gotta stay disciplined. Let's go, baby. 2 up, 2 down. Gilbert with another K. 7 Ks for Gilbert, 7 Ks for Senga. It's a pitcher's duel. Let's go. And then obviously I got to do some reaction videos for the college football side as well as the NFL once we get there too. Damn, Gilbert is on fire. His pitches are right down the middle, very crisp. I mean, he looks like a pitcher that's 12-5. But if I would have told you about a month and a half, 2 months ago, he was 4-5, you'd be like, no way. I mean, he's looking like the number 1 pitcher before Luis Castillo came over. That's what he's looking like, and that's what we're going to need if we want to make a great push. Let's go, baby. You're the man. Let's go. 1-0 Mariners in the bottom of the 5th. Hopefully we can get on a little bit of a dono train and we can get some people to support on that end as well. I mean, hell, we hit $547 in donos yesterday. I think we're at $1 right now, which is a little wild. All right, Mauricio's double, and then obviously nothing since. 1-0 Mariners, end of the 5th inning. Next up for the Mariners, 0-1, second baseman Josh Rojas. Batting second with the home run, 1-2, a run, home run, RBI, J.P. Crawford. And batting third, 1-2, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Keep being electric, baby. And a big part of us having the lead is making sure we have our stud future Hall of Famer in the lineup. Let's go, Julio. Let's go, baby. Oh, I know everything will be good. We'll hopefully have some others that will step up. Or if it ends up being a little bit lower of a dono day, hopefully we can gain like 10 to 20 subs, possibly if we can get into the algorithm a little bit more. I mean, it all depends if we can go from 20 to 30, 30 to 50. And obviously if the game ends up being close towards the end of the night, and if it ends up being like a 1-1 game in the 8th, then there'll probably be a little uptick in the views too. So no, because it's a trap game. Cooper Kupp is injured though, and they have so many rookies that ended up making the 53-man roster. I do a lot of research, and I believe they have 14 or 15 rookies that made the 53-man roster. So the Rams are going to be fucking terrible. Cooper Kupp is injured. They still got some decent players here and there, but their linebackers, everybody's all brand new on that team. So I feel that you guys will mollywop the shit out of them. You'll be fine. You shouldn't lose to the Cardinals or the Rams this year. The only one that you got to worry about is the Niners. And if you can split with them, you'll be fine. And if that ends up happening, you're probably going to go 4-2 or 5-1 in the division. Or even if you lose to the Niners twice, you're still going to go 4-2 in the division and still win like 10 or 11 games. So $1 here. Let's get to a hundo. 99 to go. Rojas, baby. I'm telling you, Colton Wong who? right? Jose Caballero can't play defense. I like this kid a lot, and we got him for nothing in the trade. We got Dominic Canzone, we got Rojas, 2 starters, and we got Bliss back. So ultimately, Seawald would have been great, but having 2 hitters in the lineup that can hit and defend, that was worth it. 3 for 1. It worked out. We just need Munoz to play like Seawald, and as long as he does, we'll be fine. Nice job. Josh is starting to become one of my favorites on the team. Underdog. I love it. Next up, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Can you go yard again? The Mariner Moose is waiting. He's waiting for you to be electric. Let's go, baby. Come on, JP. Any trap game will be a game that's in the division. So records go, kind of out the window. And if it's like the Rams, the Cardinals, or the Niners, regardless of the record, if you take them for granted, yes, you can lose. But with the talent that you have on the roster, even if Jamal Adams doesn't play, even if Witherspoon doesn't play, even if Jackson Smith-Njigba doesn't play, you should beat the shit out of them. I mean, like I said, you guys should be a top 4, top 5 team, right? Eagles, Niners, Saints, Seahawks, Packers. You guys should be pretty good on top of the Lions and the Vikings and a few others. But the shitty teams in the NFC should be the Rams, the Cardinals. I don't want to say the Bears because I think that whole division got better. I don't want to say Washington because they're kind of a sleeper team. So I'm going to go Cardinals, Rams, Buccaneers, and then Panthers and Falcons. And even the Falcons are going to be better. So Falcons, Bears, and Washington get a free pass. So shitty teams in the NFC: Cardinals, Rams, Buccaneers, Panthers. Now, those are going to be the shittiest teams, in my opinion. 2 in the NFC South and 2 in the NFC West. Everybody in the NFC East should be pretty competitive. Everyone in the NFC North should be competitive. And again, Niners and Seahawks good. Saints good. And then obviously Tampa and Panthers bad. Falcons, Bears, and Washington. Who the fuck knows? And that's where you're going to get the sleeper team. It's going to be either the Bears, Washington, or the Falcons. One of those 3 teams, or all 3 of those teams, are going to surprise. But the Cardinals are trash. Buccaneers are trash. Rams are trash. So that's just my evaluation. But I definitely think the Falcons will be better than people think. Washington will be better than people think. And the Bears will be better than people think. But I think we can all come to an agreement that Panthers are not there yet. They're going to be bad. Buccaneers will be bad. Cardinals and Rams could even be worse than those teams. So, all right, JP with the walk. Oh, my. Yeah, just breathe. Like I said, and I'll help you if you need some help. Like, Sarah can too. I want to make it, and like I said, being a Seahawks super fan is one thing, but doing fantasy football will make you a fan of the league. You have to be. It'll make you learn all of the superstars on all the teams, but it also will give you more, confidence, when talking football with other people, not only just on the 12s and the Hawks Nest, but here and and actually being able to know information other than Seahawks. You know, yeah, probably not going to be necessarily on like my level where I'm doing all 32 teams and whatnot. But again, you'll be able to know the sleeper players and you'll be more comfortable and you'll see the league totally differently. Once you complete fantasy football your very first year, you're going to be 1,000 times smarter than when you were before you started. So you'll be fine. Right. But the thing is, when you do fantasy, you're going to learn stuff about the Ravens and Vikings you had no idea about. You're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper in the roster as you would like with the Hawks, and then as well as the other teams as well. Julio, let's go, baby. Well, Jerry, you know it's going to be like that. Sometimes we're going to get the good Julio or the bad Julio, but you got to understand, at least he's not reaching as much as he was at the beginning of the year. And plus, when he went on that magical run, when he ended up having 17 hits in 4 games, I mean, nothing has happened like that since 1900. So anything that Julio does, get thrown out at second or, this or that, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen from time to time. This is a pitcher's duel, anyways. It's all right. He's not going to be able to, come out on top every single at bat. So we got other guys that will be able to step up. Yeah, shouldn't have check swinged at that. But like I said, you live and you learn. The good thing about Julio, most of the time, when he makes a blatant error, he won't make it again. But again, obviously, reaching for pitches, it wasn't just him; it was everyone. Teoscar, Cal Raleigh, Ty France, JP. I mean, we're talking about the whole starting lineup besides Kalanick in the first 50 games. So let's go, Gino. Come on, baby. 2-0 count to Eugenio Suarez with guys on first and second. And Gino's one of those guys. Sometimes he doesn't get going early. Sometimes he gets going a little bit later in the game. It all depends on his flow and the way the game is going. I almost feel with like Gino, he does better when no one's on. Like when he's in the box and there's nobody on base, he does better. I feel that like when you got guys on base for him, sometimes there's like that extra pressure. And I don't want to say he cracks, but sometimes it's better when he doesn't have anybody on. Like, of course, if he ends up hitting a homer, we can get a 3-run blast. But I just feel sometimes with him, it's like he'll strike out or pop up just with that extra pressure of trying to get that RBI. So you'll be surprised on how much you'll learn after doing fantasy football, though, because you're forced to learn about the league as a whole. And you'll know like third string receivers on every team, fourth string receivers. I mean, you're gonna learn things that you never dreamed of after doing fantasy. There's a fucking punch out. Damn it. Senga with the K. We'll give him some love. Not too much, but just a little bit. Senga, 5.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 9 Ks. Gilbert only has 7. But at least we have the lead. Thank God. Come on, Cal. Big swing and a miss. Let's go, big dumper. Let's go, baby. You're the man, baby. Let's go. Some matchups end up being pitching duels. Kind of felt like this was going to be one too. Wow, pitches outside, out of the zone, called a strike. Boo! This ump is terrible. Shout out to everyone that's watching on Twitter, X, as well as YouTube right now. And thank you for that other individual in the room that subbed to the channel. Now we only need 79 subs to hit 20,000. Pitch is high. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. We're gaining some ground. We're getting there. $79 to go for 20,000, baby. Let's go. It's just great to be able to like actually get through the algorithm, and obviously the Mariners doing better is a big part of it, as well as reaction videos. So it's just nice to be able to put in that grind, put in that work, and get rewarded instead of just feeling like we were stuck. So 1-0 Mariners. Let's go, baby. 1-2 pitch. God damn it, Cal. Good pitch by Senga. 10 Ks for Senga. My Lord. Good for him. 13K. That's nice. He's in the upper 2% like myself. There's only 2% out of, what is it, 114 million YouTube channels, right? With over 10,000 partners using Content ID, right? So there's over 114 million, and only 2% have 10,000 subs or more. So Brandon is there as well as myself. So congratulations to him. All right, let's go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Next up for New York, 0 for 2 with a K, center fielder Brandon Nimmo. Batting second, 0 for 2, shortstop Francisco Lindor. And batting third, 1 for 2, left fielder Jeff McNeil. All right, let me go get my Snapple out of the freezer. Hopefully, it's not completely frozen. All right, I'm back. I appreciate that. Work ethic is something that I feel that not everybody has, and especially if you want to be able to succeed, you really have to you have to have talent. I mean, there's no denying that. Uh-oh, Nimmo, and it's gone. Uh-oh, we're tied up at 1. Damn it. Brandon Nimmo going back, gone. Now we're tied up at 1. Damn it. Finally, Gilbert, has a pitch that just was right in the zone. Unfortunate. Damn it. But again, you got to have talent, right? That's a part of it. But you also have to have dedication, drive, passion, and you got to be able to be, fearless. You got to be able to keep going, even though, things get bleak and rough. And again, if you're only doing it, to be able to get famous or to get, money, and you want to be able to, do it for the wrong reasons, you're never going to make it. But if you end up, doing the dream and you would do it for free, then that's something that that's real. Back, gone. But a lot of times people will end up doing a channel because they want to, have the fame, the money, the notoriety, and like I said, and you're only doing it because you want the subs, the views, and you want money. But again, if that's the only reason why you're doing it, you're going to end up quitting. I mean, that's just the honest truth, Like even with like my former partner on the channel, obviously I think he assumed that he was better than me, and he wanted to be able to prove that that he's better and this and that. And the only reason people watch Northwest Sports Fanatics was because of him. And he decided to quit, and he hasn't done a video in 7 months. So there you go. I mean, like I said, I've sacrificed a lot, and this was always my dream. There's always a Batman and there's a Robin. Sometimes people are along for the dream, but don't try to claim your dream is my dream when it was mine all along. And obviously, if it's not your true dream, then you're going to quit, and that's what happened. So, bottom of the sixth, we're knotted up at 1, 2-0 count. But I do appreciate that. It's not easy, and like I said, there's a lot of blood, sweat, tears. I mean, I just looked at, I've done over 1,800, videos or live streams just since 2017. That's me recording every day with multiple content for 5 years straight. I mean, think about the commitment. Like I said, 1,800, and I've been doing this for 11 years, and in a couple months it'll be 12. And this is my 7th year on YouTube, and as we get into January 1, it'll be my 8th year. So 8th year, 7th year on YouTube, 11 years in. But then right when January hits, we'll be 12 years in, and it'll be my 8th year on YouTube. So absolutely. You're a big contributor to both of our channels. And like I said, we can kind of teach you some things along the way as well. And you can teach us some stuff along the way also. Snapple apple. So good. Popped up. Get that, Canzone. There we go. 2 away. Yeah, well, things about obviously that you have going on in Australia. There's always going to be something, or you'll have something to share. We're both toy collectors, so maybe not necessarily teach, but you'll be able to share things with each other. Share our collections back and forth and whatnot. My main thing is just trying to teach people not to be biased. Even though that's really tough. When you have favorite players and favorite teams, but just to be able to be a little bit more open minded. And if I can do that, and then you can start appreciating the league as a whole, not just like a team or 2 or 3. So come on, Logan. Knotted up at 1. Come on now. But yeah, there'll be things that you can teach. Kraken. So you're not going to probably teach me anything on the football side, just because the amount of reading and film study I do is I'm like a maniac. I like train and read like I'm a fucking scout on the NFL side or college football. But as far as Kraken, yeah, you can teach me some stuff. There's going to be some stuff there that maybe I haven't read yet, or that and you'll be able to pass that on and teach me along the way, or give me that info. Uh-oh. Stand up double for Pete Alonso, damn it. All right, Pete, I see you. Pulled that baseball all the way to left field for a stand-up double. Next up, the former Mariner. He's got tree trunk for legs. DHing for New York, Daniel Vogelback. I remember when he had his first hit back, I believe, with the Mariners in 2018. Uh-oh. Vogelback popped up all the way to the wall. Oh, what a catch by Julio. Let's go. Nice job, Julio. Good defense by my boy J-Rod. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the top of the 7th, baby. Thank God they didn't get any more than that. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 2 with a K, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go. Teo. Batting second, 0 for 2, left fielder Dominic Canzone. And batting third, first baseman, 0 for 1, Ty France. Let's go, baby. Yeah, it is going by pretty quick. I mean, we're not even in the 2-hour mark. I did notice that on X or Twitter, unless the video is around the 3-hour mark, they block my video because I live stream on Twitter, X, as well as YouTube. But if the stream goes longer than 3 hours and 5 minutes, then when I try to go back to watch it, they just like cut it off. They want me to pay so that way that can still be up on the Twitter page. So at least Twitter and X, viewership, they can watch it while I'm live. And then if the stream ends up being under 3, then it'll stay up. But if it's over like 3 hours and 30 minutes, or we do food or wrestling pictures after, I've noticed that a couple of the streams will not open up after I finish them, which is a little unfortunate, but I'm not going to pay, $10 for the X or the Twitter. So $1, 99 to go. I mean, we hit 547 yesterday. That's a big difference. $547 in donos on one day and $1 the next day. Unusual. This is a story of my life, though. Sometimes good, sometimes a little challenging. But we'll find it. But if we can gain some subs, even if we have a $20 or less type of day, then it ends up being a win. We're trying to get to 20,000, right? Not every day you're going to be able to get $500 in donations, or hell, even 50 or 100. All right, we got another sub. Thank you. 78 to go. You guys are awesome. 78 subs to go to 20,000. Let's go, T. Oscar. You never know. We might end up seeing one of the goats that'll come in here and save the day. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Let's go. 78 subs to 20,000. How exciting. All right, it's the top of the seventh. We're knotted up at 1. This is like a type of game, if you were watching football, it'd be like, let's say it's like the Seahawks and the Niners, and the game is like 12-9, where it's like it's been a kind of a battle. Like you're kind of running in mud. Defenses are playing pretty good. There's been a couple big plays, but it's been like very, very close, and it literally could go either way in the fourth quarter. And we're almost in the fourth quarter now. I mean, we're in the seventh inning, so obviously when you can have a game that's like 35-34, that's what we want in the NFL, back and forth, but you also get some defensive plays too. But every once in a while, you have that lower scoring game where it's just defense, and in this case, it's the pitchers that are just balling out. Senga, he's been fucking money. Yeah, and like I said, your hockey knowledge is good. I'll learn from Sarah, I'll learn from you, I'll learn from Odin's son, and then there'll be a few others that we've met along the way. But obviously, I'm going to be into the Kraken, and you started following them before I did, right? One of the first ones that started following the Kraken as an international fan, even before they named the Kraken a team. So you're going to be able to teach me things there, or you're going to be able to relay information before I see it, which is just as valuable. So it's not like you're a part of the channel in a positive way. Don't forget that. Popped up? Yeah! Go, go, go! Let's go. Nice job, T. Oscar, baby. You the man, Teo. Next up, left fielder Dominic Canzone. Plus, we're gonna have. And it's always funner when you can watch a sport with a friend. It's one thing if you like. There's not as many people on the Hawks Nest that love the Kraken as much as you. So it'll always be good that you might not be able to get Brandon to ever convert, and there might be some Kraken and some Mariner fans in that stream also. Seattle sports, I get it, but you'll always be able to have that bond with me with the Kraken, and that'll be fun. Let's go, Ty. Top of the seventh, 1 out. We're knotted up at 1. Been a pitcher's duel. Senga has just been fucking money as my cousin, 10 Ks. Logan Gilbert's played great too, 7 Ks. Both guys have given up just 1 run, nothing too crazy. They definitely go either way, and I hope the Mariners can get the dub. I kind of wonder if Julio didn't play in this game, what are the chances of us winning? Probably not very good based off vibe alone. Exactly. Yeah, and like I said, if I have a choice between doing hockey and basketball, we'll do hockey. So, like I'll do NBA and I'll do college hoops appropriately, depending on what we got going on. But obviously it's going to be NFL, college football, baseball. That'll be first. As we get closer to the end of NASCAR, I might throw in a race or two as we're going into the playoffs. And then obviously a little NBA, a little college hoops, wrestling, usually once a month, with the pay-per-views. Um, and then, am I missing anything? And then obviously the NHL with the Kraken. One-two pitch. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Ty France reaching. Senga on fire. 11 Ks for Senga. He's money. 6.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, only 2 walks, 11 Ks on the Mariners. Mariners. He's been electric tonight. Big reason why we haven't gotten to 5 runs. All right, come on, Ford. You're due for a homer. Come on, baby. Ford kind of reminds me of a New York player. Doesn't he look like a New York player? Like someone that should be on the Yankees or Mets? He just kind of has that body and frame, kind of like a Pete Alonso type of, him and Pete in the lineup together. Now, I'm glad he's on the Mariners, but definitely if he ends up going to another team down the road, I could definitely see him playing on like one of the New York teams. Kind of has that body and frame, to be able to do that, but hopefully he stays on the Mariners for a while. Kodai Senga. Just nice to be able to see the Asian representation in Major League Baseball. And it all started, Hideo Nomo with the Dodgers in the mid 90s. But now you're starting to see quite a few, pitchers from many places do big, big things. Got him. No? Oh. Oh, he didn't go. He didn't go. But Ford is always money for a strikeout. There it is. No. Check swing, 3-2 count. Come on, Mike. Let's go, baby. It's either boom or bust with Mike Ford. It's either a strikeout or a big home run. There's nothing really in between. Once in a while, a bloop single, but a lot of strikeouts pop up as in groundouts, which is unfortunate, but that's why he's a fucking DH. And there it is. A big K. Senga finishes his day possibly with 12 Ks. Wow. Season high against the Mariners. That's not good. All right, Senga with 12 Ks. Congrats. Ties his career high. Third time that he's gotten 12. Oh, that kid loves it. He's like, yeah. And Mariners aren't very good in games that are under 5 runs, but hopefully we can find a way. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're flying in this. It's not even 2 hours in yet. This game is crazy going fast. That's what happens in pitching duels. All right, next up for the Mets, 0 for 2 with a K, right fielder DJ Stewart. Hold up. What happened there? There we go. DJ Stewart got moved in my lineup. Batting second, 1 for 2, catcher Francisco Alvarez. And batting third baseman Brett Beatty. And Beatty's 0 for 2. Let's go. Hope the Mariners can pull this out. Julio Rodriguez extends his career-high hitting streak to 14 games, longest active streak in Major League Baseball right now. And I wonder if we're making a pitching change yet with Gilbert or not. I think he's still in there. All right, Gilbert's still in there. Let's go. DJ Stewart in the box. 1-1 game. Come on, baby. We got to find a way to win this. We need to get some of the boys in here, Reflect and Sauer and a few of the other Mariner fans. Maybe that's why we're struggling. We need a little bit more support. Let's go, baby. Come on, Mariners. Oh, we got another sub from someone on X or Twitter or that's watching us right now. 77 to go. So even though the donos have been a little light today, we're gaining subs, and that's what we want, right? I mean, hell, if I have to, take a couple days where things are a little bit lighter, but we're gaining 5 to 10 or more in a stream, I'll take that, especially when we're so close now. 77 subs to 20,000. Gilbert with a K. Thank you so much. Let's go, Logan. 8 Ks for Logan Gilbert, 6.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks for Logan Gilbert, only 2 for Senga. Unbelievable. Let's go, Logan. Pitch on the corner, first strike, 0-1 count. This is a fucking battle. Pitch is low, 1-1 count. Let's go, Mariners. Shout out to the people that are on Twitter or X watching, as well as the people that are in the room right now as well. I love you and I appreciate you. And the grind to 20,000, and we're almost there. 77 to go. Exciting. I mean, and then when we have a big stream where we can hit 1,000 to 2,000 people, where we have 30 to 60 in the room, throughout the whole stream or a majority of the stream, sometimes you'll gain like 50 subs just like in one stream. So that's what happened a few days ago. So I think we gained like 30 or 40 in just one stream alone, where we hit like 1,200 people. But for that to happen, I think we had 30 to 50 people in the room pretty consistently. So I did see that. An opinion from one person putting it out. I know they had Tampa at like 5, but yeah, Seattle is beautiful. Obviously, with the skyscrapers in the background, I mean, it is amazing. I mean, I would put obviously with the Mariners as well. One of the best ballparks. I mean, regardless of what you want to call it, with Safeco, T-Mobile, anything that you want to call what the Mariners is with their sponsorship, but I think both stadiums across the street from each other are in the top 5. Absolutely. Pacific Northwest all day, every day. And then, like I said, if we can get Ohtani, or I mean, if the Mariners can make a big run this year, I mean, could you imagine if the Mariners end up making the World Series or the ALCS? That'll rub off on the Kraken and the Seahawks this year. It'll just bring the Northwest into this a fucking frenzy. And since the Mariners have never even been to a World Series, if we end up winning one, it'll even be bigger than when the Seahawks won. Like, it's going to be huge. I mean, obviously, Seahawks winning is a big, big deal, just like, with the Blazers or the Sonics. And obviously, when the Kraken win, that'll be an exciting time. But, I mean, for the Mariners, never been to a World Series, and if they can win it all, I mean, it's just going to be fucking crazy. I will drive 3.5 hours to go to the parade for sure. Bang, another K. Let's go. Logan Gilbert, K after K after K. He's trying to catch up. He's like, I'm trying to get to that 10 to 12 number as myself as well. I see you. Logan Gilbert now at 9Ks. One more to get to 10. Let's go, Logan. One more. If he strikes out the side here, that'll get him to 10. Let's go. Brett Beatty, 214 average, 7 homers in 2023. Get him, Logan. Get him, Logan. Oh, one pitch. Oh, baby. Big swing and a miss. I mean, I would go up to the Kraken parade too. So, but the Mariner one would be extra special for me just since I've been a fan since the mid 80s, This game is flying by. 77 subs to 20,000, baby. Let's go. Bottom of the 7th, 0-2 count, 2 outs. It's been a pitcher's duel. Can Gilbert get his 10th K? Pitch is low, 1-2 count. Beatty in the box. Gilbert on the mound. Let's go, baby. Pitch is low, 2-2 count. Oh, for sure. Come on, Gilbert. 2-2 pitch. All right, we have a time called, a meeting with Cal to make sure we get the good pitch right here. He wants to make sure they're on the same page. Let's go, baby. And that Gabe Spire warming up. Let's go. Just don't give up a home run. Come on now. Beatty's a singles hitter anyways if he's going to get anything. Gilbert, 2-2 pitch. Pitch is high. 3-2 count. Oh, I hope he doesn't walk him. I mean, obviously, when you start throwing a little wild, you get tired. And we don't want them to take the lead 2-1. That might be good enough to win the game. 3-2 pitch. Don't walk him. You're either going to walk him or he's going to get a base hit. Nope. Oh, there's the bloop single. God damn it. Beatty with the 2-out bloop single. 2 outs, 1-1 game. Next up, Ronnie Mauricio. Did they have Gabe Spire coming out? I think they're making the pitching change now. Or maybe not. Are they making the change or no? Like Gilbert, can you get one more out? Come on, bro. One more out. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? Mauricio with a hit? That's what happens when a guy makes his debut and he's just super uber confident. Damn it. Mauricio with 2 hits. All right. We might need to pull Gilbert. I mean, this is already two guys on now. Maybe just bring in Spire. I don't know if Logan's going to be able to get this third out. Next up is Brandon Nemo. This is a very critical part of the game, and this is where Scott Service gets his money. You have to make a tough decision, and taking Gilbert out was the right move. I agree. That sucks. He wasn't able to get his 10th K, but he gave him 2 batters to try to get him out, and still a successful day. 6.2 innings pitch. He only had 7 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and I believe he had no walks? No walks. 9 Ks. He had a good day, but you don't want him to lose it for you there. So I like the decision by getting Gabe Spire in there. And hopefully we can get out of this now. All right, come on, Gabe. Let's go, baby. Critical part of the game. Let's go, Gabe. This is the perfect time where we would need like Sour and Reflect and a few of those others. All right, talk soon. No problem. Appreciate you. Little chopper. Get him. Yes. Oh, so close. Thank God. Wow. Rojas getting his fucking money's worth right there. And that's the second baseman of the future. Rojas with a game saving play. Lights out to J.P. Crawford. Unbelievable. If that was Jose Caballero, that's a fucking base hit. No doubt. Nice job. Gabe is like, thank God. Let's go. All right, let's go to the top of the 8th. And after making that game-saving play, leading off second baseman, 1 for 2 with a K, Josh Rojas. Batting second, 1 for 2 with a run, home run, an RBI, shortstop J.P. Crawford. And batting third, 1 for 3, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. And if there was a time that we needed Julio to step up, it would be like right fucking now. To be able to get a home run, to be able to have us pull away. Julio, can we get one of these, please? Can we get the trident out? Can we make it happen? Come on now. Ballin'. Let's go. Let's go. $1. Let's get to a hundo. 99 to go. Bill Bickford is in the game. We've gained some subs, but hopefully we can at least get to the $20 mark before the game is over. And maybe we'll get a little uptick too, based on how the game is going. I mean, the game is still tied. Top of the eighth, 1-1. 0-1 count on Rojas. Going against Bickford. Let's go, Josh. When Josh got, brought over by the Diamondbacks, I wasn't too thrilled. But as I've got to see him grow, he actually has turned himself into a solid player, maybe even better than Dominic Canzone, believe it or not, based on what he's been able to do for no expectations whatsoever. I mean, I don't think he'll ever be one of the top hitters or anything like that, but his defense is pretty damn good. And every once in a while, he'll surprise you with a surprise homer. Not bad from a 9-hole. Let's go, Rojas. I like him a lot better than Colton Wong, and I like him better than Jose Caballero. That's fucking facts. I mean, we got 2 starters out of the deal for Seawald, so it was worth it. Check swing. Did he go? Nope. 2-2 count. Pitches inside. 3-2 count. Come on, baby. Rojas. Uh-oh. Popped up. Damn it. In play, too. Shit. 1 away. Fuck. All right. Come on, JP. Your turn. Next up, JP Crawford. We got to find a way. I don't really like when the Mariners play this type of game. Reflect, how are you? I was just saying, man, we need Reflect and Sour for some support, to get some good vibes in here to try to, squeak out this win and whatnot. 1-1 game. Gilbert played pretty good, and they did pull him at the right time. And luckily, Rojas made that amazing play. He's made 2 great defensive plays that have saved us some runs. So it's a nail biter. And usually, we have some electricity when we go to New York. You remember last year with Julio and what happened when we went to New York when we played the Mets. We weren't supposed to beat them, and we ended up having a pretty good series against them last year. Bickford on the mound, JP Crawford. How are you, man? We got the whole team set for fantasy football. All the participants have joined, so now we just have to wait till 6 p.m. on Pacific time on Monday, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So it's going to be me, Jerry, Chief will Chief, Reflect, Sarah, Megan, Joe, King, Shep, and then and obviously the chosen ones, Deontay Williams. So you got 7 people that are regulars, and then 3 that are occasional people that will either drop by or that watch and don't comment. So you're not going to be able to get everyone that is a regular or a mod, but I would say 7 out of 10 is pretty good. For as far as regulars, and then 3 that are people that watch but usually don't comment or come into streams that often. So we'll take that. The whole band. JP Crawford pops up. 2 away. Damn it. 2 up and 2 down. Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J Rod. We need you, baby. Let's go. We need this to win the game. Let's go for your 25th homer, baby. Let's go. I don't know. I hope he's okay with his health because I know he's getting up there. Some of the youngest fans, like we had Alex, was like 10 to like 15 years old, and then usually it's about 18 is usually our youngest, and then with Mike and some of the OGs, we got people as old as 90 that are on the channel. So I mean, anytime you're pushing 70, 80, 90, hopefully his health is okay. But we haven't seen Mike in a minute, or Jameson for that matter. Julio, go, 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 go. Here we go, baby. Nice job, Julio. You the man. Here we go. Next up, Eugenio Suarez. Let's go, Gino. Time for an RBI. We need you desperately. Yeah, I don't know. Come on now. Yeah, I hope his health is okay. That is a good question. I'm not sure. Top of the eighth, we're knotted up at one, two outs, runner at second. Bickford fouled off by Suarez. Full count. Come on now. We're knotted up at one, top of the eighth, 3-2 count, two outs, runner at second. Julio at second, Gino in the box. Come on, Gino. RBI. Oh, Bickford. Ooh. And we got 77 subs to get to 20,000. So even though the donos have been a little bit lighter today, we had a huge day yesterday where we had $547. So sometimes, you'll have a big day, and other days, the next day might be a little bit lighter. But we have gained some subs. I think we've gained 5 or 6 today in just this stream with limited people, which is nice. And so we're getting closer now. 77 to hit 20,000. Very exciting. I mean, all it's going to take is one or two big streams with like 30 to 50 people, and we'll get there. 3-2 pitch from Bickford. Uh-oh, popped up. Damn it. Let's go to the bottom of the eighth. Next up for the Mets in the bottom of the eighth, 0 for 3, shortstop Francisco Lindor. Batting second this inning, left fielder Jeff McNeil. And batting third, first baseman Pete Alonso. And I think we're making a pitching change from Spire to Munoz. And they did the correct moves with Scott Service on pulling Gilbert at the right time before it got out of hand. Because if we ended up getting down 2-1 or 3-1, we're not coming back. Not in this game. Not the flow of this game. So All right, we'll throw up a trifecta of photos. Hopefully, this will give us a little good luck with Munoz. And at this point, just have Munoz pitch the 8th and the 9th. I mean, it's not his arm ain't going to fall off. That's one thing that I always was like kind of puzzled by. If someone is like doing well, right, just have them go for 2 innings. 8th and the 9th. It's not going to kill them. I mean, I get it. There's different roles for different players, to come in. But when you got someone like this and Seawald's not there, have him pitch the 8th and the 9th. It's not, his arm is not going to fall off. So, yeah, very well be, Dave. It could be extra innings. How are you? I mean, I don't like games that are like this where it's like, 1-1 late, because our magic number is 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And when we haven't been really hitting that well, we got 6 hits and they have 7. We don't have any errors, either one of us. But I mean, we're talking about a JP Crawford homer and a Nimmo homer. I mean, it's been very light. It's been a pitching duel. Gilbert had 9 Ks, fucking Senga with 12, 21 Ks between the two of them. All right, let's go, Munoz. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. Come on now. I mean, like I said, if we want to end up having a fantastic September and we want to be able to, go further than just like the ALDS and maybe make the ALCS or the World Series, these are the type of 50-50 games that we have to come out on the winning side. God damn it. Fuck already, huh? Lindor with a base hit. That's not good. Hopefully we can get a double play right here. Next up, left fielder Jeff McNeil. Got to get McNeil out and get Pete Alonso out. We'll be fine. $1, 99 to go. Bottom of the 8th, 1-1. No outs, runner at first. Hopefully we'll get a cheap one here, either a cheap strikeout or a cheap pop-up or ground out. Let's see what he does here. Popped up. Cheap pop-up. We'll take it. There we go. Nice job, Tom. There we go. I'll take it. 1 away. Next up, first baseman Pete Alonso. You got to be very careful here. I mean, games are won and lost in these last 2 innings, especially when it's so close like this. Any little error, wild pitch, stolen bases, a hit by pitch, these little things that you don't really think about. Come on, Munoz. Almost hit him. Jesus Christ. Munoz is not on. This is not going to go well. Just based on me seeing a few first pitches, we may lose this. I mean, he really needs to dial it in. That is not good. Come on, Andres. I got 3 photos up for you, brother. A stolen bag attempt and safe. God damn it. Cal and Tom Murphy can't throw anybody out. Hopefully Harry Ford can when he gets called up. I would love to be able to have a catcher that can actually throw someone fucking out from the catcher position. I mean, I love Cal with his power, and I love Murphy, based on just being a good hitter, contact hitter, but he's got a little power too, but we need to find someone that can play some defense at catcher too. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. This is making me nervous. This is going to be like, what are we going to get here? Hit by pitch, wild pitch, some kind of fucked up error. Like, Munoz, like I said, he ain't fucking Seawald. And, like I said, I almost would rather have Brash or Topa at this point. Like, I don't know. Munoz is so hit or miss. Either he's on or he's completely fucking off. Either really, really on or really, really off. I mean, like Munoz is like goddamn Mike Ford. It's either a home run or a fucking strikeout. Munoz, he's either on, bang, 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 1, 2, 3, or he ends up fucking up and giving up 1 to 3 runs. I hope we can get out of this. Please. Big swing and a miss. Got him. There we go. That's the good fucking Munoz I want to see. Good shit. There we go. Mariner Moose likes that. Nice job, brother. Hito Alonso with that K. Mariner Moose approves. Let's go. One more out. Got to make sure that we don't give up this lead. We're at, where it's tied now, but we don't want to get up, down 2-1, 3-1, 4. I mean, we can't hit. Yes. Chop foul. Vogelback. I watched his first hit for the Mariners like in 2018 on my timeline earlier today. He's got the beefiness. Pitches outside. Lindor is halfway down the line trying to steal home. What the fuck is he doing? Punch his ass out. Let's go. Come on, Munoz. Count still stays 1-2. Yeah, and Vogelback is, just like Mike Ford. It's either boom or bust. He's going to strike out a fuckload. Get him out. Chop foul. He's earning his at bat here. Come on, baby. One-two pitch. God, Vogelback is fucking working this. Count still 1-2, just fouling off pitch after pitch after pitch. Come on now. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is low. 2-2 count. Vogelback single to left. Fuck! Fucking Munoz. Garbage. This fucking guy. We're going to lose now. More than likely. Munoz, like I said, closing games out at the end. Like when we ended up having that, game against, was it the Royals? When we were down 3-0, we stopped the bleeding 3-1. Somehow we got it to 4-3. All we needed was Munoz to get fucking 3 outs. As a motherfucker never can get 3 outs. Ever. Well, there's a 2-1 lead. I hope we can find a way to get something going in the ninth, but realistically, I would say the chance of winning this game or even going into extras is like 5%. Momentum is gone. Munoz is not good. That's terrible. Fucking terrible. These are these 50-50 games you need if you want to be able to try to get to 90-95 wins. Fucking terrible. More and more when I see Munoz at closer, I don't like him. Like I said, because he blows more opportunities as a setup man or the closer than makes opportunities. Now, the good thing about him is that he typically doesn't blow 2 saves in a row. So if he comes in like tomorrow, he'll probably win the game for us. He doesn't usually fuck up 2 games in a row or 3 games in a row, but this is brutal. Vogelback, out of all people, you might as well just had him go out fucking for a home run. Christ. 2-1 New York. DJ Stewart in the box, 0 for 3. Let's just steal another bag. Everything just fucking going downhill now. Well, hopefully it's not insult to injury with like a home run here. Yeah, like I said, Munoz just throws with all power but no control. He has no control. He can't hit his spots. He doesn't have good location. He doesn't have good control. All he does is throw heat. And when you throw like that, you get burnt a lot. That's another part of why I don't like him. It's like all you do is throw heat. You got to be able to have location. You got to be able to hit your spots. And I just feel that out of 10 times, he fucks up 6 or 7 times and does good 3 or 4. That's not good enough if we want to be able to make it to the ALDS, ALCS, or World Series this year, next year, or the following year. We need to improve. Another ball. 3-1 count. Let's go in the DeLorean and let's go get Paul Sewald back. God damn it. Oh. There we go. Let's just walk him. Let's get rid of this guy. Fuck it. He's a name. You know what I mean? But what it ultimately comes down to is can you be the guy? And you fuck up way more than you do something positive. You are not good. Period. I would rather have Brash and Topa get in there than him. I mean, like I said, Munoz is a fucking liability. That's like when we had Sewald and when we ended up having Edwin Diaz, that's one thing. This guy cannot consistently pitch. You're going to end up costing us the goddamn divisional crown. Now we just got to pray that our hitters can match. I don't like him. Like I said, I tried to like him. I tried to root for him. But like I said, it just seems like he fucks up more than does well. And I know he has it in him to do good, but a guy that just throws heat with no control and he just throws heaters and then you have no location. You can't hit your spots. That's just a recipe for disaster. Unless he's on pitching 100 to 103 and it's bang, 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 bang. And we, 1, 2, 3. But how often does that happen? I mean, I like Sewald so much, but again, we got 2 hitters and 2 defenders with Dominic Canzone and Rojas, but it shows you how important, having a good closer is. And Munoz ain't it. He is not it. I do not want him to be our setup guy or a closer for the future. I mean, I would be completely fine getting rid of his ass after this year. But will the Mariners do that? No, they'll keep him. I agree 100%. Motherfucker is a liability. God damn it. Fucking terrible. Yeah, and Brash and Topa will fuck up too. It's not like I'm saying, if we put Brash or Topa in this position, they're going to get outs every time. They will fuck up all just as much. But I feel that Jesus Christ. Now I went behind him. Well, I don't know what the hell that was. Jesus. Yeah, so Topa will fuck up. Brash will fuck up. But also, too, instead of pitching in the 6th or the 7th, pitching in the 8th and 9th is a different type of pressure. And it either can handle the pressure or you're not going to handle the pressure. And obviously, Sewald could do it in the 8th or the 9th, and Munoz cannot. And you're right. Yeah, like I said, Topa and Spire, they fucked up too. But I just feel that I trust Brash and Topa more than Munoz, regardless of what inning they're pitching. And there's the end of the inning, but we gave up the run. And Brash can be very hot and cold. Agreed. Yeah, but just like Jerry's saying, you have a little bit more faith when Matt and Topa are in. I mean, I don't have any faith when Sauciedo's in. When Sauciedo's in, I'm like, oh, we're fucked, and stuff. But it's like I'm starting to feel that same way, like with Campbell and Thornton. It's like 50-50, but it's like when Sauciedo's in, it's like I feel like he's going to fuck up. Now Munoz is on the Sauciedo level where I have no trust in you anymore, like at all. Not this late in the season. We're in fucking September. Gonna take a miracle now, and hopefully we can tie it up and go to extras. Because chances are we're not going to be able to get 2 runs and win the game, but hopefully we can get 1, tie it, prevent them from getting nothing in the bottom of the 9th, and then we can win it in extras in 10 or 11. That's the goal. That's what we have to pray for now. That's the only way that we're going to end up winning this game, more than likely. Shows you how important pitching really is. Oh, brutal, brutal, brutal. All right, countdown to 20,000 subscribers. We have gained about what, 5, 6, 7. We are at 19,923, 77 to go to hit 20,000. Yeah. And then Jerry's like, why did we take Gabe out when he only threw 1 pitch? Situational baseball. It's just like, when we have a lefty up and then they have Cal Raleigh switch to be a righty instead of him just pitching, having a pitcher be lefty and then him hitting as a lefty. I don't like that rule at all, especially if you're not that good, as a right-handed switch hitter. If you're a good left-handed pitcher, right, and you're a good left-handed hitter, go at each other. If you're a switch hitter, if you're a right-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher, you have a better chance. No, you don't. Not when your batting average is like 200 as a righty and maybe like 240 as a lefty. That's one thing that has to change in baseball is that perception. That perception needs to change. Lefties, right, can hit off lefties. It doesn't have to be a left-handed pitcher and a right-handed batter or a right-handed pitcher and a left-handed batter. It can be righty, righty, lefty, lefty. Why not? Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah, and the magic number is 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, and we're nowhere near that. We have 6 hits, so we're 1 hit away. But again, 1 run isn't going to cut it. We're not a good team this year in 1 games like we were last year when we had like a 20-5 record. When we were fucking within 1 run or in extras, we were fantastic. We're not that team this year. We're not good when we don't score 5 runs. We're not good when the games are 2-1, 3-2, 4-3. We're not. It's just not good. Come on, Cal. We need big dumper. Let's go. 77 subs to 20,000, baby. Let's go, baby. 20,000 is a big number, too. It's a big accomplishment. Come on, Cal. I mean, we'll take anything at this point, right? Wild pitch, hit by pitch, a walk, just something within the first couple batters to get someone on to give us a little breath of fresh air, a little breath of life. Okay? Come on, Cal. I don't care how you get on first. Somehow, some way. Ooh, what a rocket. That was almost fair. Yeah, someone needs to look that up to see what our record is in 1-run games this year. I would assume it's not good. 500 or under 500. Probably under 500, I would assume. Come on, Cal. Get on base. I don't care how you get on. 3-2 pitch. Good eye. Good eye. Normally the ump would have punched him out right there, so I'm glad that was a makeup call. I'll take it. I'll take it. There we go. Cal Raleigh with a walk, and normally that's a strikeout looking. 9 times out of 10. He tried to frame it. Nice try, though. Not today. Not today. Not today, Francisco Alvarez. You ain't going to fucking frame that pitch. Fuck out of here with that. All right, next up, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And this is the perfect guy you'd want up, a guy that can actually get a homer and an RBI to help us tie it up. Let's go, Teo. Come on, baby. Come on, Teoscar. Throw to first, and he's out. Great job, Jose Caballero, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Should have just kept Cal at first. Good job. Good job, Jose. That's why you don't fucking start. That's why you're not at fucking second base and Rojas took your job, idiot. Well, there was our chance. We got Cal on base, and Jose fucking ruined it. Good job, Jose. Hit the showers. You're cut. Jesus Christ. And now, since that happened, momentum is gone. We lost this game 100%. We're not winning this game. 100% we lost. We're fucked now. Now, you already fucking ruined it. That one stupid ass move by Jose, leaning. No, there's out number 2 by Teoscar. Good job, Mariners. Way to fucking lose the game. All right. Last opportunity, left fielder Dominic Canzone. Oh, man, I hate losing one-run games like this, especially when we could have won and Gilbert had 9 Ks, but Senga had 12. Fucking might as well cut Jose since we got Rojas now. I mean, we don't even need him. Chop foul. Oh, 2 count to Dominic Canzone. Oh, man. This one really fucking hurts. I mean, we need a goddamn miracle, but Jose fucked it all up. Good job, bro. You screwed it all up for us. We actually had a chance, and if he would have stayed on base, there was a better chance that Teoscar might have been able to get a single and move him on to second base, or who knows, maybe an RBI. Come on, Dom. I know you can do something. Come on, Dom. Big swing and a miss. There's that 0-2 count. Let's go, Dom. Find a way. Hit by a pitch. Take a wild pitch, a single, bloop single. I mean, it's not going to be a home run, but something just to keep the faith for us Mariner fans. Come on, Dom. Dig deep. We brought you over as a rookie from the Diamondbacks. Come on. Come on, Dom. There we go. Okay, but Ty France ain't going to do it. Chief in the building. What's good? $5 holla. Thank you, man. It's been light on the donos, but we did hit $547 yesterday. So bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. But we have been getting subs, so I'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. What do you want to see for photos? And I got you. Crazy how you can go from $547 to $6, but I guess that's how it goes sometimes. All right, come on, Ty. Please. But Ty is at the risk contusion, so he's not 100%. So the chances of him actually getting this RBI is probably not very good. I would say probably 10% chance, to be able to tie this up. But you never know. Baseball is crazy. I mean, the best case scenario for Ty is if we can get him on with a walk or a hit by a pitch, since he, gets hit by a pitch more than anyone in Major League Baseball. So, throw to first, safe. Ty France, hit by pitch, please. Football in 6 days, yes. 3 balls and 1 strike. Take the walk, France. Take the walk. Big swing and a miss. Oh, football in 6 days, absolutely. College football already underway. Mariners looking like they're about to blow this fucking game, unfortunately. Three-one count. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, God. Jesus. Why does this have to happen to me right now? Ooh, almost hit him. Foul ball on the slider. He's 6 pitches in. Still 3-2. Please, sports gods. Come on. Just find a way. Three-two count, 2 outs. Another foul ball with a slider. He's working hard. I mean, he's really trying to. I mean, with that wrist contusion, he's trying to just whatever it takes right now. He's already on his 7th pitch at the at bat. It's been 3-2 count for the last 3 pitches. 3-1 slider should have just took the walk, and then everything would have been fine. You greedy, greedy guy. Come on, Ty. Hopefully, this 8th pitch will be the money pitch for us. Please. 3-2 count, 2 outs, 2-1 game. Smith on the mound, France in the box, and a strikeout swinging, and the game is over. Fuck! Well, there you go. What's new? Final score: Mets 2, Mariners 1. But again, if you don't get 5 runs or 7 to 10 hits, we lose 95% of the time. And here's another loss because we weren't able to get to 5 runs on the road. That sucks. Chief, what would you like to do for photos, bro? You got something specific that you want me to be able to pull up for you? I'll give you some Chief photos. And then I'll be live tomorrow for the Duck game against Portland State at noon. And then I'm going to celebrate Marcos's birthday, so I won't be able to do the Mariner game at 4. But then I will be back not too late. And so at 10:30 on Sunday, the Mariners play with George Kirby. I plan on more than likely doing that game, and maybe I'll do the Beavers as well. So I'm going to try to do a little baseball and maybe do a little college football too. Yes, we got to look at the bright side of it too. Everyone has to lose. All right, let's get some photos up for Chief will Chief. That was tough. All right, let me see. I got to put another game on so I don't lose my mind right now. Damn it. But let me know what you want to see. I'm going to randomly throw up some Chief photos for you. I'll start with the Jamal Charles for you. Ooh, Aaron Judge, 250 homer. Nice. Chief, thank you so much, man. You're single-handedly saving the stream from a disaster. I mean, we did get, some subs and whatnot, but thank you so much for your generosity, dude. And we finished up all the participants for the fantasy league. So the draft will be Monday, and we're good to go. Good night, Dave. Thank you so much. Chief with a 20. He's gonna make sure Orion doesn't have a terrible dono day. Thank you, man. I mean, to go from $547 to $1, that's kind of a shock, but thank you. Appreciate you very, very much, dude. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $20 holla for the YouTube grind. Someone that really recognizes my hard work and my efforts. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. So with the league, and I'll throw up some more photos. So here's the league, just to give you a breakdown. So it's got 7 regulars or mods, and then 3 people that watch us, but maybe aren't on the chat, or maybe they're just watching the reaction videos and whatnot. So it's going to be me, Jerry, and then Chief, Reflect, Sarah, Megan, and then Shep, and then we have Team Stevens, that's Joe, and then Faux King Money, and then we also have the chosen ones, Deontay Williams, and he's actually been in the league with me in the past. And if you remember, Money Miz from a couple of years ago, if you were in the league, that's who it is. That's Deontay. So, the other 2 have not been in the league before, I don't think, but Money Miz has been in our league at least once or twice in the last 6 years. So, 7 regulars and then 3 kind of, occasional watchers here and there. So I'll take that. Thank you, Reflect. Appreciate you. $5 holla. Wish we could have won. Damn it. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla. What do you want to see for a photo or photos? Let me know, and I got you. 31 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Not JT. Yeah, like I said, I ended up talking about it yesterday, and I made a post on YouTube this morning. And obviously, we only had 6 spots open, and they went pretty quick. So, yeah, we lost 2-1. All right, let me get some more photos for Chief, and then we'll get some for Reflect, and then we'll probably go on for another 6 minutes, and then we'll probably call it a day because I got to take Paisley on another walk. Good old Jamal Charles. A little Mahomes. A little Dante Hall. The human joystick. Yeah, Seattle lost, unfortunately. Yeah, like I said, if I just would have been able to hear from you, we definitely would have saved a spot for you. But not JT. If you want to be in the league next year, we can pencil you in for next year. Maybe Zini Panini will be in it as well. So, and like I said, I usually do my league pretty late, and a lot of times people already have done their draft. But I want to make sure that preseason's done, and then I can look at the injuries, so that way you're not drafting Cooper Kupp, early on, knowing that he's got an injury, or someone like Jonathan Taylor. I mean, imagine if you ended up doing your league earlier. I mean, the status has been pretty much the same. He didn't get traded, and he's injured and whatnot. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't mind, staying on for another 35 minutes if people are willing to stay in the room. I can do that. That's not a problem. And then let me know what photos you guys are wanting, and I got you. Anything specific that you want to see Chief or Reflect, just fire it off in the chat, and I'll do my job for you guys. Just let me know. For now, I'm just going to be throwing up a couple more Chief photos for Chief, and definitely excited about the participants. Like I said, it's always good to have 7 or 8 mods or regulars, and have 1 or 2 or 3 newbies, or maybe people that have been watching, but then maybe they don't comment or come through the streams as often. It's going to be fun. And it's 10-man PPR, so everyone's team should be an all-star team. No excuses, right? Yeah, I'll get you some Andy Reeds here too. Andy Reid Lombardis are always great. Yeah, but again, if the Mariners want to be able to make an ALCS or like a World Series, those are to the type of key crucial games you have to win. You cannot let those games slide like that, and the hitting needs to be better. Period. It's like sometimes we hit great, and other times, but again, it was a pitching duel today, and Senga fucked us up. And if Senga wasn't pitching, who knows what we could have had? Maybe 5, 6, 7 runs. But when a guy gets 12 Ks on us, even if Logan Gilbert gets 9, it's not good enough. And that's a hard pill to swallow, but that's the truth. I hate losing 1-run games, especially on a game that we should have won. But hell, if JP Crawford's the only one that can do anything, we don't deserve to win. We need more home runs. One is not going to cut it. Yeah, he's one of their aces. That was his third time that he's gotten 12 for his career high. So it was one of his career high games, and again, he was on today. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, only 2 walks, 104 pitches. His ERA is 3.08, so he's very good, and 12 Ks. So unfortunately, we ran into him. All right, let me see what else is on. We got Braves, Dodgers. What is it? Louisville and Georgia Tech. All right, so turn on the Braves and the Dodgers. Lakers night at Dodger Stadium. 28-16, Georgia Tech. All right. Oh, this game hasn't even started until 10 minutes from now, so I want to go to the college football. All right, I got to get my college football in. Here we go. Yeah, well, also too, he's got a wrist contusion. He's injured, so he shouldn't even be in the lineup. So if anyone that we should be mad with is not Ty France, but Scott Service for playing him. If he's not healthy enough to play, and you're going to be going 1 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 5, don't even play. Jose lost that game for us, not Ty France. All right, let's get some Mariner photos up here for Reflect. We could have really used Tom Murphy today and Kellenick. Should we get into some food? Usually we kind of cap off the stream with food. If you guys want to do food or whatever, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep throwing up some players from our favorite teams and whatnot from the people that have donated. Yeah, but also too, I'm not sure if you're a fan of the Mariners and you watch them every day or not, but I mean, I've been watching the Mariners since 1985, and striking out is what they do. I mean, they've been batting 230 as a team all year. Now they're up to about 240, 245, but you know, it's one of those things, with a lot of the guys in the lineup, they reach for pitches. They're not patient in the box. And obviously guys have gotten hotter since the All-Star break. But we only had one good player within the first 50 games, and that was Jared Kelenic. Everyone else was shitty. Everyone was batting like 200 to 220. So, easier said than done. But it'll be really nice. I know that he, had some work in the minors, and he had a hit off his first at bat. So I just can't wait till we get Jared Kelenic back. That'll be a huge lift. And also with Tom Murphy. Once we get these two guys, they can both hit, and they can both hit for average. They can both go 2 for 4, 3 for 4, and that's what we've really been missing. Instead of bringing guys like Jose Caballero in, we need Kelenic and Tom Murphy. That'll help us get some extra wins. When the team is slumping. Chief with another 4. Thank you so much with your generosity, man. I appreciate you. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. What do you want, Chief? Do you want to do food? Reflect, Chief, you let me know. Should we do food now for the last, 25 minutes? Yeah, I am going to do the game tomorrow at noon. It just sucks that it's against Portland fucking State. You know? Like, why Portland State? Jesus. Yeah, exactly. Terrible. Oh, yeah. Since 1985, man. And I ended up I don't know if you are new to the channel or you watched me in the past, but I've still told this story a billion times. But again, I met King Griffey Jr. when I was 7 in his rookie year in '89, right? And got his autograph. I met his dad, King Griffey Sr. My dad's been a Dodger fan since the '50s, and then I met Sandy Koufax when I was 10, and obviously that's the best left-handed pitcher ever, best left-handed hitter ever, and we still try to go to some games from time to time. And obviously, me being half Japanese and half Czech and European, obviously having some moments with my mom and obviously some moments with my dad. And shout out to my mom for taking some of those photos, because if she wasn't there, maybe those photos don't get snapped. So shout out to the moms with the Griffey photo with my dad when I'm 7, and the one with Koufax when I'm 10. Look at my fro. It's a fro. All fro, all day, every day. All right, what do we want to do? Should we get into some food here for the last 20 minutes? Hawaii and Stanford. Oh, I'll peep that later tonight. And then I did see that Stanford and Cal and SMU, what those 3 teams got picked up by the ACC, but SMU is not going to take any TV money for 9 years. Jesus Christ, talk about desperation. And then obviously Cal and Stanford are going to only take 30% of their cut, so that way they can find something. Now Oregon State Beavers and Washington State Cougars are just left hanging. Hopefully the Mountain West will scoop them up. All right, we'll go for a few more minutes. So that way I can get some photos for some of y'all. A little pulled pork and some briskets. We'll just do some delicious food, which we typically do at the end of streams, which is always a nice thing to look at. And it's just whatever I go through. If there's any other suggestions, let me know. I haven't ate anything in a long time, too. I am starving. Like literally anything sounds good right now. Yeah, but I'll do the Oregon game, and then I'm going to celebrate Marcos's birthday. Go out with Erica and Marcos and a couple other people. Probably just go for about 4 or 5 hours, and then I got to, Mariners are on Sunday at like 10:40, so I don't want to. I want to be able to do that and maybe do the Beaver game possibly. I got to look at the schedule to see what games are going on, but also I wanted to possibly do Oregon tomorrow, and then maybe I'll do LSU and Florida State. That's number 5 versus number 8. So maybe I'll end up doing the Mariner game. That's on it from 10:30 to 1:30, and then we'll do LSU Florida State at 4:30 to cap off the weekend. But I have to be able to have time to make thumbnails for both those events. So your boy's simple. $23 loss. Sorry, brother. I'm gonna probably get him something from my personal collection, and then I'll buy him some drinks. He likes Fireball a lot, so we'll probably drink on that tomorrow. Okay, man. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you very, very much. I've known Marcos for like 20 years as well, so we've been friends for a long, long time. Woo! The bloomin' baked potato. I'm just going through. Chicken piccata. And we're going to fucking Flavor Town. Some chicken on the grill. (28-23) Georgia Tech with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter over Louisville. Some burnt ends. A delicious triple or quad burger. It's a quad. Oh, some calamari. I'm just going to like alphabetically through some of my stuff. Let's go. Ooh, that looks good. Tacos sound good right now. I could go for some street tacos for sure. Some pastor, or some carne asada, or some trash can nachos. Oh my god, yes. Nachos. Nacho cheese. Fuck, now I always do this, and I'm just, like, more hungry than I ever was. Oh my god. You got 2 angles on it. Photo 1, angle 2. Photo 1, photo 2. 35, 65 to go. Chicken and waffles. Nothing like looking at some amazing food, let me tell you. Delicious. Sometimes you just go from that, and then all of a sudden, bacon. Making bacon is a good stress reliever. Just the smell of it and just being in the kitchen and making a little bit of breakfast. And then you can throw it into a little bacon burger. Or you can do something crazy like this with the bacon wrapped sausage link. Now this looks good. That would be money. Let's go. Delicious. 45 minutes. Nice. Well, I think at this point, I am like incredibly hungry right now. It's been a long day. I want to be able to take Paisley on a walk. I wish we were able to, get that dub there at the end. But again, I'll be live tomorrow for the Ducks game at noon, from noon to about 3:30, and then I'll be back in the morning, more than likely for the Mariners at 10:30, and then we'll probably end up doing that Florida State matchup just because that seems like it could be pretty interesting. That'll give me enough time to kind of rest up a little bit, and we can do that. And that one's going to be pretty fucking intriguing too. LSU, Florida State, number 5 versus number 8. They got LSU favored by 2. So that's like must see TV. That's for the Camping World kickoff. So I think that, and then Oregon State plays at 12:30. I'll watch that as well. But they should be able to beat the brakes off of San Jose State. That's who USC played last week. So yeah, so plan on that. So Ducks at noon tomorrow, and then I'll do that against Portland State. We'll Bo Nix all day, every day, and then we'll end up doing the Mariner game probably on Sunday at 10:30, as long as I'm not too hungover, and then we'll end up doing LSU and Florida State in the evening, and that'll be on at 4:30 Pacific time. So thank you to everyone that donated, commented, shared. You guys are the best. I love you, and I appreciate you very much. I wish the Mariners could have pulled it out, but again, 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits. If you don't hit that, we typically lose. So hopefully we can play better tomorrow as well as the next day. And thank you to everyone that subscribed. We had quite a bit of subscribers as well. Let's take a quick peek before I leave to see what the subscriber number is, if we gained any more. So subscriber number is, we gained one. So now we need 76 to go. We gained another one. So thank you to whoever that was on either Twitter, X, or YouTube. 76 subs to go to hit 20,000. We're at 19,924. Let's go. Shout out to everyone that donated, commented, subbed, shared. You guys are the best. Final score, Mets 2, Mariners 1. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out.